And there she goes to bed. Oh, what is this? There we go. It's always kind of scary in the beginning. Okay, we'll know that they got the feed when they start saying hello. And there they are. We're on. Who is the first one? Is that Rita? Hello, Rita. So we got to wait a second so we could pull up our live feed. And then you guys will see us. There we go. Geez, look at that. 55 people already beat us there. Hello, Lori Luby. I love that you watch us, Lori Luby. Lori Luby is somebody who actually I would probably consider my mentor as a child when we were in Campfire Girls. You know, there was probably only like a 5-year age difference. Mm-hmm. But like they had a group and we had a group and we did everything together and we just thought all of them just walked on water. And it's funny because of Facebook, she kind of found us and it's fun. It's a lot of fun. That's really cool. It is really cool. And we need to get together again because honestly, we have not seen each other in like forever. I know. Vicky, it's not just Deanie. We have Peggy today. So we're up and running. So give me 1 second and then we'll go live. Here we are. Who said they were in Campfire too? Deborah Patterson. Yeah, we were in Campfire. It's funny. We were in Campfire. We were in Campfire. Well, it's true, Lori. We were in Campfire. God, by kindergarten to like 12th grade, and then some because of course you had to go to camp and this and that. And then I became a Girl Scout and I was a Girl Scout leader and I was a Girl Scout camp counselor for 5 years. But yeah, we really need to. You have. Jackie, was that 103 people or was that 103 temperature? I don't know since you're in California.
103 temperature, I'd love it.
I know, so would I. So hello. One of these days, you guys see that camera that's right there in front of me? One of these days that's going to be out of here, which has to happen soon. It's going to be like plugged
way
in.
Up there.
Yes, it's going to be drilled into the ceiling. You know how much Mr. Perfect. Andy likes that. So it's going to be drilled in the ceiling. It's going to hang down. So one of these days, this will get out of here. So I love this setup except for this. I hate that. So hello, everybody. How is everybody?
These comments are going fast now.
Yeah, they do go fast. That's because more of them are talking. So I need to tell you that Peggy is here.
Hello, everybody.
I know. Peggy is here because actually, sad news, but I don't want to depress anybody, but Justine's husband, Al, the big C, came back, and he's been in the hospital for a couple weeks now, but we think he's doing well.
Yep.
Yeah, he appears. Yeah, he has made the turn, but fingers crossed. She could say a prayer. So she's good. She's been at work all week. She just needs to visit him in the evening time. So Miss Peggy's here.
Ooh,
I know.
Hello.
What up?
What up?
You know when Peggy's going to come live because she comes to the office with mascara on.
Got the makeup on today.
She does.
Slept in some.
It's so funny. So anyhow, hello.
Hello.
Yes, we hope so too.
They said it's very hot in California.
We don't. Yeah, it's crazy. We don't want to. We don't want to bum anybody out. But it's. We think it's going to be. We do think it's going to be okay. But we'll keep you posted. So with that said, we have 3 cards to do today. We have a lot too that has happened and going to happen soon.
Yeah.
We're moving our warehouse on Thursday.
It's like a reality now.
I can't wait. It's so good. Oh my God, I cannot wait. I so can't wait. It's ridiculous. But anyhow, if you're new to us, this is Class 307. Welcome, because I know we do have some new people here. So welcome. I'm Jennifer with Stampolistic. This is Peggy, a.k.a. Pegster, we call her. Welcome. Every other week we do official classes, and this is Class 307. And these are the cards we are going to be making right here. 3 of them. Super easy, but this will probably take us 3 hours. So anyhow, before I start too, I want to show you, because I promised I would show you this, and this is where you may have that clicker in your hand, so every time I kind of move, that'd be great. But this is, look at this, I promised I would show you. So this is that Yes Peacock card. Oh crap, you know what I don't have, Peggy?
What?
I don't have what this stamp looked like. You know what? You know where I do have it? I have it. If you go into that photocopier, if you lift that lid, it's there. So, Judith Collins, Bad Echo. Do me a favor, Judith. I don't think anybody else has a bad echo. Can you leave and come back real quick? And thank you, everybody. We see the positive comments, and I know Justine is going to read them too, so we appreciate that. But if you have an echo, leave and come back, because I think we're good on this end. I think everything's good. Yeah, I think everything's good. So anyhow, so this card is a slimline card. This was done by one of our designers. Now, I'm going to show you. This is the card. This peacock she either hand drew or did on a silhouette or something. I'll have to figure out. And then all of these things, I'm not going to tell you how long it took her. Here, let me show you this. And then it's not even popped at it. It's like a bunch of hot glue, so she stuck things in here, and this is mirror card paper. But this is for those of you who got your ACA, then you know where I'm going with this. If you didn't get your ACA, this is the stamp. You may want to click it. This is the stamp that she got that from. So this, she cut out these little pieces, and that's what became her feathers. So everyone is going nutso on this card, and I got to tell you, I'm really, really, really impressed with this card. Probably the first make and take back from Spring Bling. I will make this card on a, non-week, what's it called? Like a non-week, like a non-class week. Yeah, make along. So we'll do this on a make along, but like the Monday beforehand, I will tell you how many of these things that you need, okay? And I'll tell you how to get the peacock or where to get the peacock. Maybe we'll make the key peacock and we'll photograph. How old am I? Copy it for you and send it to you. But yeah, let us get over Spring Bling. But yeah, we will make this. It won't be exact, but we'll get you there, okay? So if you want to make this with us, we'll give you a heads up. We'll give you a heads up on what you have to do. But yeah, it's just all these cut pieces. It is. It's gorgeous. And actually, it really, really shows up nice there, too. So yeah, so we'll do that the next make-along after Spring Bling. Why don't you put that over there so we don't lose that? But yeah, it just came from this, which is crazy. And for those of you who are doing Spring Bling, either Cleveland, Texas, or Philly, we're going to use this to one of our cards, which is really kind of cool. I'm excited about this. So anyhow, so yeah, we're going to do that with the make-along because everyone liked it, and I loved it. I couldn't believe it. I opened up the box, and it was wrapped in all this bubble wrap, and we're like, what is this? And we opened it up, and it was like, holy God, it was out.
So pretty.
Yeah, it was pretty. Okay, so with that said, let's open up our kit. And don't take out the first. Well, you can, but I want to do the easiest one first. And let me see which one it's wrapped in.
Well, they want a kit for the make-along.
You guys really want that kit for the make-along? I think it's simple.
Gina does.
Oh, my God. Pull out the back one. Let me tell you guys, if you want here, let's go to the face cam, or the picture-in-picture. That's middle one right there, yeah. So this is, there you go. So this is the deal. That card, she told me it took 2 people 4 hours to cut all those little things out. So if you are an ACA member, you know that you have the layering die, so that's going to help you a whole lot.
Right.
And if you think you want to do that, I would, if I were you, probably buy the stamp and the die, which is not on the website yet. I tell you what, it'll be on there tomorrow. It'll be on there tomorrow. Look at Peggy. She's like, okay, we can do it. It'll be on there tomorrow, but you may want to buy that because it'll be helpful. Then you won't have to take a friend and 4 hours to cut. Okay, we go back to Craft Cam. But let's go ahead and take out the very, very last. The very, very last.
Pushed it.
Nope, you didn't. There you go. Okay. The very, very last thing that's in your bag, which is going to say join the scrap pack. So this is the one that I want to use. Okay, look at everyone.
Well, they're seeing. Yeah, they want the kit.
I know, they do.
They do.
It's crazy. I don't know, Jane. I don't know. We'll think of something, okay? So pull out this one, because we're going to do this one first. This one's really easy, and I think we can knock this one off fairly quickly, because then I want everyone to stay with us, because then we're going to do this one next, which is actually my favorite, and that we have a little work to do. Okay. So this is the one we're going to do. Let's put this here, put that there, and let's take out all the guts on this one. Okay? Okay, so does everyone have their red card out? What are they saying?
Homework.
I know, it is homework. See, we're giving you the homework and not us. Okay, so you have one background paper, and it does have wording on it, so make sure that you adhere this with the wording the right way. And this card is going to open up from right to left. Okay, so go ahead and stick that on so your card opens up from right to left.
James asking will there be a card class in 2 weeks?
There will be a card class in 2 weeks. We are not going to have a make-along next Friday because, honestly, we are moving Thursday. And then that is like Thursday, and then Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, then is our week-long spring bling. And so we won't have class. We won't have a make-along next Friday. But will we have class 308 in 2 weeks? The answer is absolutely yes. And we're going to be doing it from right here. And we're going to pick 8 lucky people from Spring Bling to actually come and do their craft here with us. Which I think is going to be kind of fun. I know, it is going to be fun.
That's going to be fun.
So 8 people. What I think, Peggy, I think we're going to pick like 4 people. Because I think if we pick 8, then they can't bring their friends. So if we pick 4 people, they could bring their table mate or someone who they came with.
That's a good idea.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
So so we're going to pick 4 people, and then they're going to be able to bring their table mate. Or a new friend. Just saying. So you 8 people will be sitting here in 2 weeks.
I'll
And
be making friends.
right. It's going to be kind of smushy, and they're going to be loud, but yes. Okay. So let's do this. And you know what I need? I need sticky specs, which I think I moved up on my desk. So if you look on my desk, it's going to be closer to here. You'll see them. They're right there. No puppy. Exactly, Carol. It is going to be fun. Hopefully we won't get COVID, but yes, no, it'll be fun. No puppy. This is the deal. I should show you guys. This is so bad. I really, really want a puppy, and I'll show you guys in a second. Do you guys want to see the puppy right now? You have no idea how much I so want the puppy. I'm so close. I'm so close. Oh. I didn't see no hearts, but I'm going to show them anyhow. Okay, here they come. Okay, so let me show you what I found. First of all, you know that I like to see the parents first because the parents... Oh, here, I could show you. Look. Look at this. Here's our kitchen in the new warehouse. Everyone look up. That's our kitchen. So excited. But here, let me show you. So this is... Oh, look at this. This is the parents.
Aww.
Oh, you didn't see this, did you? I know, but they're like black-faced, and they're very, long hair, and I just love them. So there's the parents, and there's the puppy. I mean, look at them. There's 4 males, but, and this male was cute too, but there's 4 males, but look at that face. I could go look at him tomorrow, but I can't pick him up for 2 weeks. But then in 2 weeks, we go to Mega Meat for the weekend, we go to Philly-ish, and then we go to Texas. So I would either have to find a dog sitter who wants to babysit a puppy for 3 weekends, which, truth be told, I think I could find, or, I know. I don't know. I want him so bad, it's ridiculous.
Oh,
I really do want him. I so want him. Or I have to wait, but... I think I'm gonna have to wait. I know, but I really want him.
It's not fair to him, really, for you to get him and then go.
No, it's fair. We'll bond, and then he can go play with friends. No, I think it would be fair.
And carry him around all day.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to our die. Okay.
Oh, Cheryl, you just lost your dog. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's horrible. Okay, so let's go ahead and take out this die. And if I was a smart lady, I would have told you what die this was. Peggy, do you know what die this is?
Anonymous tip.
Yeah, it could be.
Gail.
Yeah, I think it is anonymous tip. So let's take out anonymous tip. Now, I don't care about this, and you're not going to care about this. Do not make this a big deal, because we're going to fix this, okay? I promise. We're going to be able to fix this, so trust me on this. I want you to take this anonymous tip die of ours, and I just want you to go to one end and just cut straight across. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't look nice, it doesn't matter. And then go to the opposite end and just cut it again. Just like that. So you have 2 pieces. And it's not going to look... Whoops. Oh. Okay. It's not going to look nice because you're just cutting them apart. So that's all you want. So do that, okay? That's all you want. That's all you want. How's her Rooney? Carol Kiss came over and met Rooney, who loved Carol and was not a mean dog at all. Oh, Marion, forget it. I keep sending him puppy pictures. He's not responding. So let's not talk about Andy and the puppy
Andy's
at all.
really not responding.
Yeah, Andy's not responding at all. He knows we're getting one, but he's not responding.
They're all saying leave him at the breeders and just pick him up when you get home.
Well, that's true too, but no, because I could find people to watch him. I mean, not Rooney, but the puppy.
Sandy's getting 2 new kittens.
I love that. Okay, so we have 2. Let's put one to the side, and let's take out our red piece. Okay, let's take out our red piece. And what we're going to end up doing now, actually, everyone look up and understand this, because if you're frugal and you want to save some piece, you probably can. Everyone, let's listen to me for about 45 seconds so everyone look up. What we're going to end up doing, just keep watching me and I'll tell you when to look down. What we're going to end up doing is we're going to adhere this, and we're going to butt this up to the top and to the side, just like this flat, okay? But then we are not going to cut it from end to end because it doesn't reach from end to end. We are actually going to cut it about in half an inch from end to end. And I'm telling you this because if you want to save a piece, the other half of your red, and if you want to pre-cut it right now from this end to this end, you'll have this whole quadrant to save to use on something else. Okay, so here to here you'll have all this, because like I said, we're only going to use that top. I don't care, so I'm just going to go like this, and I'm going to adhere it like this. So for those of you who don't care, and you know you're not so frugal, go ahead and we're going to adhere just that one side like this, butt it up to the top, butt it up to the side, and then I'll talk about the cutting again. But for those of you who want to save that half, which you can, go ahead and cut this in half, not in half, but from corner to corner, top to bottom, just like this. You're going to keep this part and then go ahead and put your piece, on the other half that you cut. Okay, everyone could look down and go ahead and do that. I just wanted everyone to understand that. So let me have my sticky specs, Peg. So, you gave them to me.
Yep.
So now my whole fingers
are about to be sticky.
Now for the rest of the event. Especially because these are new.
Kathy Ferry says she lost her fur baby the same day as yours.
Oh, really?
She picks up her new baby on 4/23.
Yeah, it's time.
Let's see.
It was time.
Jackie's going to bingo. Good luck.
Jackie's like Justine.
Davis.
She goes, okay, here, Peggy, you want to put your finger right there?
Right.
No, right anywhere. Well, okay, right in the middle. Sticky specs is fine. I was thinking at the end so you wouldn't have sticky specs, but now you're going to have them on your hand.
That came off so nicely. It never works that good for me.
Well, that's because I have somebody holding it. Justine would never hold it. Go ahead, hold that again.
I'm going to hold it here.
Perfect. Nice nail.
It wasn't strong, though, obviously. So you got to put your finger in
Maybe you do have to be in the middle. Whoops. Perfect. Okay, thank you, Peg.
You're welcome. Yep, sticky specs.
Okay, so again, we're going to butt this to the top, butt this to the side.
I don't want to put sticky specs on your carpet.
And am I in frame? Whoops.
Yes.
And then really, you're going to have a whole piece of red sparkle paper that you could use later.
Susan said she liked Jennington LLC on her ACA.
I know, that's funny. They all noticed that. Well, I'm not going to say all, but a lot of them noticed that. That's our legal parent name, and because of the 3 companies now, U.S. ArtQuest, Art Anthology, and Stamplistic, I think, well, that's for sure we're going to use on the mailing, but I think we may, I think your credit card statement's going to say Jennington LLC too, so we don't confuse U.S. ArtQuest folks and Art Anthology folks. Okay, so we're on, and now what I want to do, could everyone look up for a second? Again, we're not going to cut this from end to end. I think this is a half an inch, and it is. So I want to cut a half an inch up here, and I'm going to measure half an inch from here to here, and from here to here, and that's where I'm going to cut this in half, okay, half an inch. So I'm going to turn this over because I know one's on this side, and I'm going to mark my half an inch on the back.
Macy said she watched Rooney when you first got her.
She did.
Maggie was her first friend.
I know. And then this right here, and it goes along the bottom there. So that on the end. And then we're going to cut it, so you've got your marks right there, from there to there, and let's make sure that that is where my die cut is. Yeah, so you're going to cut from that mark to that mark. And I don't think I could put this in my little guy. No, I can't. Do you want to go cut that real quick? Since you know how to use the cutter?
Ooh, the pressure.
Well,
Where
just
is
cut it from there to there. From that to there. Straight in, you're going to walk right into it.
Is there a light in there?
Oh, it's doing... Oh, it's not on. I could guide you how to do that, too. Here, I'll come up to this.
Easy to find.
I'm going to guide Pegster. Okay, so right when you walk in, if you put your hand to the left behind that shelving unit is the light. You can just turn that on, keep that on. Oh, no, it's right here. As soon as you walk in the door, to the left. On the wall, you have to put your hand behind that shelving unit. I may have to go help her. You're looking for the light, correct?
I know, but
So come out. Come outside.
oh, my arm's too fat to fit in
No, it's not. There you go. She got it. Okay, so everyone look up. Oh, let me go back to Craft Cam. So everyone look up. Now I want, whoops, let me hold it the right way. So now I want this piece. So kind of look at your die, and you can kind of see where I'm at. And I want just like maybe there and maybe there. It doesn't matter. So I'm just going to cut. Let's see here. I'm just going to cut. And I may have to round it later. Not later, but like in a second once I cut these pieces off. But I could round it later. You know, just so I don't have any hard edges. Do you see the cutter peg? And maybe right here. No rhyme or reason where you're going to cut this. And then just make it neat. So that's where I cut mine, just like that. If everyone looks up, you could see that. Misty, I know where everything is everywhere. In fact, people come to our warehouse and say, how do you know where everything is? Peggy, myself, Elizabeth, Justine, we know where every single thing is in that warehouse. So when I told Elizabeth, because Elizabeth's kind of going to oversee the move, because at that time we're going to be sending out class 307, and I told her, I said, you know that we want, so see here, look, you can keep all this, that's extra. I told her, and she knows this, just kind of put everything where it belongs, and we'll all be good, because we all know where everything is. Okay, so are we all there? Do we have big piece cut, and do we have a little piece cut? Because all we have to do now is just go ahead and hear this flat. Flat up there like that. Flat up or flat down here like this. Is everybody there at that position? So flat.
Misty did see it in action.
Who did?
Misty.
Right.
Misty, we miss you.
I know. She quit her job and I got excited for a hot second because I thought she was going to come to Spring
why?
Bling. Maybe she didn't come to
After all
Spring
that
Bling.
work?
I know. Maybe she's going to come to Spring Bling and surprise me. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, can I start here and everyone look up? This is where it needs to go. Oh, hi, Steven Ziegler. How many people are very excited about Crafter's classroom?
Hi, Steven.
And Mr. Steven's going to be on board with us. Mr. Steven. Steven, can I show them the picture of what you sent me today? Hi, Lee.
He sent pictures?
Oh, wait till you see what he did. Okay, so I'm going to go. I think everyone's answered my first question. Okay, so I'm going to go flat here, and I'm going to do that now. Let me show you the picture. I'm sure he's going to say yes. Let me show you the picture that Steven sent me today. It's actually genius. He's probably thinking, no, don't do that because I want to show it, but I'm going to give him the credit.
Oh, someone wants to see the half-inch again.
The half-inch. What do you mean?
That's all it says. Half-inch again. Carla.
Oh, Carla, look, right here. Carla, look, real quick. I'll show you what Steven did in a second.
Steven said, yes, I can't wait.
Okay, he's excited about the Crafter's Companion. Look, I wanted to cut in a half an inch there, and am I blurry? And up a half inch there. So I just marked it half inch, and then cut from there to there. Does that make sense? Half inch up, half inch over. So really, it's not lined up from corner to corner. I want more space there. Only because I used the white flower and I wanted to make it more of a focal point. Yeah. So look, this is his Sizzix machine. Look at what he did. This is what he sent me. It's genius. Can you see that? Everyone look up. This is what Steven did today.
Oh,
he took
Steven.
the handle off his Sizzix and he put a power drill in. Is it a power drill or is it a... What is it?
It looks like a power drill, right?
Yeah. So it's now, instead of a crank, it's a zzz. Yeah.
It must go really fast.
And he said it works perfectly. So for those of you who have a crank machine and want to try this, this is from Steven at A Crafty Situation. Hilarious. That's
They
your pointer
love
for the
it.
night. I know it is. It's hilarious. It is so funny.
Tell
saw-
us again about Classroom.
I will talk about Crafter's Classroom once we get cutting. Let me have that, please, so I could stick that on. It's hilarious.
It's hilarious.
Everyone right now is going to go out and buy a drill. Well, at least
Or
who
take
doesn't
their
have
husbands.
correct. Who doesn't have a who has a crank? Yeah, it's very funny. And I hate to say it, but it's even funnier that they came from Steven. Because, Steven, we all love you. And we know... Is Steven still here? We all love you. And everyone knows we love each other. And everyone knows that everyone loves you. That it's just so funny that, like, such a manly man thing. Not saying that you're not a manly man, Steven. But something like that, like the power drills, would come from your brain. Ha, ha, ha. It is brilliant. Okay, I'm going to make sure I'm still going the right way. I'm going to lay this down. And if I ever go off frame, let me know.
No, you're good. He says he's still here. It works great.
Oh, what am I doing? I have a
Are you
little...
trying to take it back off?
Well, I have a little bubble in here because it wasn't laying straight. There we go. Okay, so there's that. And now I'm going to put that bottom on.
Stephen Marion wants to know if you're a real lawyer now.
He is a real lawyer. Does he have a job as a lawyer? Sorta. Oh, Stephen, you have to send me that agreement, too, that we talked about.
Stephanie says Stephen got it as a swap gift and he's never used it.
So funny. Well, he is going to be using it now.
Abigail said, or buy that man a Gemini.
Well, that's true, too.
Right.
Yeah, Stephen, I know where you can get a Gemini for a good price.
Right. He says it works faster than a Gemini. As long as the battery's charged.
Well, I guess it would because it is a power drill.
Right.
Well, not a drill. It's a... Well, is it a drill?
Yeah.
Okay, so our base of our card should be done. Okay. Okay, so everyone look up. Not really a teaching moment, but I want to show you why I did what I did. So I just wanted to use all white because we've never used all white, and I wanted to use all these light cyans. So you don't have to... The only layers that you have to cut out are the layers you're going to pop. So every single layer that you're going to cut out, we're going to end up popping because... If we're using the same color, white on white on white, it would be stupid for us to, like this right here, it would be stupid for us to cut one layer, go layer in and put it flat because it's still white. So every single layer is going to be a pop layer, and this only has 4 layers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 layers. That's why I say it's an easy card. So let's go ahead and take your big layer like that, and let's just cut out the entire image. And this one, I might have you guys do your jewels on your own. But I just want to start with this one because this one's so easy. And you know what? You either going to like this or hate this. Be honest, Peggy. We know you are. Did you like this card?
I did like that card.
Yeah, I like this card
we've
too.
Never done
yeah,
a solid
all
color
white.
like that.
Yeah, this is very nice. This could be a I love you card or what. It's
Right.
It could be anything.
Nice anniversary card.
Anniversary card. Yeah, it's just nice. And again, it all has those illumination crystals. Yes, on it. See what I did there? I almost said the word that we can't say.
It's close.
Now, the thing, if you guys haven't noticed, the thing with these stamps, these big line, thick line stamps, you can cut these very sloppily and fast because of those big, thick lines and, you know, the black outline that we're going to do. It's going to be very easy to hide. Very easy to hide.
Stephen's making fancy coffees.
Yeah, why is
right
Stephen
back.
home tonight? Did Stephen say he left?
Yes, it'll be back in a few.
Okay. So how conceited is Stephen for Crafter's Workshop? You're even laughing because you know where I'm going. We're here to tell his peeps, say that I sent you to the Crafter's Workshop. Oh my God. I emailed him. I'm like, Steven, what did you do? He was like, no, the questions in the beginning, I just wanted them to say Crafter's Work Companion or Crafter's Workshop. No, a crafty situation. Jeez.
Right.
And I'm going to cut all these layers and then outline. So yes, I know that I cut that very fast. Here, and look up. See all that white? Could you click me?
Yep.
All that white is going to go away with the pen. No, Misty, but I can't. I'm not supposed to say the S word by a contract. Okay, so the next layer, let me start it first and then I'll show you. Actually, the next layer is just one more layer in. But let me start it first. So actually the next layer is going to be right where those leaves are. So you're cutting towards the leaves and that layer right there. We could call Steven. I know that I'm cutting these fast. I could slow down. Yes, I do have the new colors with me. I'll show that to you, Margie. But I'm telling you, with these big, thick lines, we really don't have to.
This one's so easy to cut, too.
It's so easy to cut. And we're using the same stamp on all 3 cards.
Marion wants to know if he's still selling from A Crafty Situation. I haven't seen him on any of the virtual shows.
Nope, because, well, you haven't seen me really on any of the virtual shows either. We were waiting. We knew that this was coming, guys, since December. So we're all kind of like waiting. But yeah, no, he's doing well. He's still selling. Everything's good. And we still, and if those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I promise I'll talk about that in its entirety. We still have a couple more vendors out that I think you're going to just love. They can't join us this month, but they're on board very, very soon. But I just can't say who they are. But you're going to be very happy. Okay, is everybody here? Carol Kiss is like, no, I'm done.
Gosh, if I was home, I'd be
You
an
wouldn't be
entire
here?
layer behind already.
So I'm gonna wait. Tell me if you guys are here, if I can go on. Again, I know I'm cutting fast, but it really truly is a fast cut. So I got 1 thumbs up.
Right.
Everybody else is like, no, I'm trying to cut.
Right. I'm too busy
Which is
to
fine.
Too busy to press it.
Little Rune's got a bathola today.
She's being so cute over there.
I know she is, so she's gonna be sleeping. She's gonna be very happy in 2 weeks when we have 8 new people in our basement. Runes, you gonna be a good girl.
There we
Any
go.
sad
We're good.
faces? Okay.
I haven't seen any. I'm good. They're with you.
Okay. Except for you're gonna get a couple sads. Belinda, you have not had surgery yet, correct?
She's taking a lot of drugs.
Marion, we are starting a new virtual group. How do you not know that? I will tell you about that in a second, but how do you not know that? Okay, so the next one is just another layer in, which is going to be, after we cut this, just this outside layer right here. The one that has the solid flowers in it, that's the layer there that you want to cut out. Okay, I think everyone could see me.
Katrina said she's not thawed out in Alaska yet to cut fast. She's watching us from Alaska?
I don't know, is she or did she come
Wow.
home from Alaska? You know, our Alaskan cruise is going to be here before you know it, which is ridiculous.
Linda's already passed you and she's outlining.
Who is?
Linda Kashui.
Oh my God.
She didn't even wait for
Look
you.
at that. She knows. She's all that in a bag of tricks. 6 months ago, she didn't know what the heck she was doing.
Oh, Elaine had to get the tape out. She cut off
That's
the leaves.
okay. Put the tape on the back.
Oh, Belinda said she had it on Wednesday.
Good. How do you feel, Belinda? And hello, Elizabeth. I told them
Elizabeth.
how wonderful moving's going to be because you're going to put it, well, we're going to move, but you're probably going to straighten things out. And I told them that as long as you keep everything where it goes and belongs, we're all going to be happy and good.
Oh, is she not feeling good?
Who?
Rooney. She got up.
Oh, no. Sometimes she does that.
Elizabeth said she saw one comment from Steven. Feels like she missed something.
No. Oh, yeah, actually, you did miss something. I'll show you in a second. Okay, so there's that. And then the last layer is just going to be this topmost petal. And that's it. Then we're going to outline, and literally every layer gets popped up on itself. So if you are not caught up, you're going to get caught up when I do the pop dots. And I'll talk about the Crafter's Classroom as we're cutting the next card.
Lee Wicken says, wish Angela King well, wishes she had back surgery Wednesday.
Ooh. Is she okay? Actually, that's probably... I bet you she's going to be a new woman because she was having back problems for a while, wasn't she? I do wish her well, for sure.
Linda says she feels good now that pain is under control. First physical therapy today.
Oh, nice. That's fantastic. So, people who are going to the week-long Spring Bling, we surprise them because we're going to do a bus tour on the Wednesday of Spring Bling, and we'll send pictures. We're going to go, they're going to see the warehouse. They're going to go to Muir Rubber and see how rubber is made and then how stamps are pressed and cut. And then we're going to go downtown and we're going to go downtown to Stampers Anonymous, which is the home of Tim Holtz Stamps and Diane Reevely Stamps and a bunch of other things. And we're going to make stencils down there. We're going to tour that. And then we're going to go to Mally's Chocolate. And we're going to have an ice cream cone and shop if people want to shop. And then we're going to go to Stamp-listic. But it's a big bus tour. We rented a huge bus. So it's going to be a blast. So that's one thing we're doing. And then we rented a bus. Thursday night we're going to the casino.
Elizabeth said in the warehouse.
Which is awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to outline. And just all this white goes away now.
What's Alicia say? Alicia says, I'm going to totally admit this card. I cut out the other cards. Just have not put them together. Hockey game starts in an hour. Oh, so she pre-cut.
So she opened up her kits. Should buy some type of an alarm.
She's sitting in her car cutting.
Oh my god. Well, I have to give her credit for that then. That's a true fanster.
I'm telling you.
Oh, I was going to say it's a true fanster. She's going to the hockey game. The true fanster is that she's cutting in her car. She does like hockey, although hockey is a good sport.
Stacy Hill says, I'm dying. You guys are going to have a blast at Spring Bling.
I know. I hate to say that. But the casino, the bus tour to the casino, it's not a tour. Everyone knows what a casino is. This is the cool thing. So we have the bus again Thursday night. And, it's just going to be good. And 55 people go on the bus. So the bus is going to make 2 or 3 trips to the casino. So you could either go to the casino for 2 hours or you can go for 4 hours. Which is just going to be fun. And even if you don't gamble, there's 2 restaurants there, so it's just a time to get up and leave the crop. It's just going to be fun.
Carol Kiss said she started loading her car already.
Oh my god, she's nuts. Carol, I need to talk to you because, are you working on something that we could release on Tuesday, kit-wise, for the first class along? Right now she's saying O-S-H-I, no.
Helen Solomon says she's cutting in her hotel room at CKC
Oh,
St.
Helen!
Louis.
I thought for sure you'd be like at the crop. So Helen and Norma was at CK this weekend or today, and that seems like tomorrow too, because they sent a picture and it was a very, very cute picture. I'm glad you sent it. How was it, Helen? Was it
busy?
Were there a lot of people there? I know there wasn't a ton of vendors there. I do know that. There's a lot of vendors not going to shows right now this year. A lot. Okay, so if you guys are still cutting and outlining, great. I'm going to continue because you know me, it's going to take me forever to pop out all these. So looky here, we got 4 pieces. All these have to be popped out on one another, and then it's going to be popped out in the center of that card, okay? So every layer is popped out together and then right in the center of the thing. Vicki, we're so looking forward to seeing you too. Is your husband Jerry coming? I know Jerry now because she said like Jerry Seinfeld, so now I always say
okay.
Jerry. I
So
know.
it is easier to remember.
So I do know him as Jerry. In fact, truth be told, I can't even think what I called him before because now I really know him as Jerry. What
Carol
did I
says
call
she
him
has
before?
a few ideas.
Okay, good.
Helen says yes. Norma went home. Yes, lots of people. Fun.
Oh, good.
Vicky Silva says, funny thing, my husband was emptying the trash in my craft room and wanted to empty Pop Dotty.
Oh, no.
That would be horrible.
That would be horrible.
To start over.
Jerry.
Vicky Silva said, of course. Oh, Helen says she doesn't go to the evening crops.
Oh. Well, where were you during the day then when you took the picture? It looked like you were at a crop.
And Kim Oda says, why do you think vendors are not going back yet?
Well, I do not know for sure. I really don't know for sure. But I think it's because, a couple things. I think because attendance is down. And I think because people have sat back and saw how much money it costs to go to these things. The entrance fee, the electrical fee, the travel fee, the booth fee. I mean, these booth fees, our 10 by 40 booth alone is close to, what, $2,800?
Wow.
And that's not electricity, staff. I just think that the smart ones, and I'm not saying people who go to shows are not smart. I'm not saying that at all. Because we are going to do the Mega Meet and Lancaster. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that people sat down, looked at their finances, and thought, if I do this at home, I would still make the same amount of money and not have that much expense. Now, will they go back next year when things change and more people go? Possibly. But there's a lot of people not going. Just like there's a lot of big vendors not going to Mega Meet, which really shocks me. And if anyone has any questions, please ask.
Helen says she was in the classroom.
That's funny, Tracy. Well, Tracy, if he's surprised at how many Pop Dots I'm using, I guess the next question becomes, and you know what's coming, how many Pop Dots do you use?
Right, why are you not using that many?
Why aren't you using at least some of all these? That could be a 2 transportation. But yeah, no, I don't know.
That's how every one of my layers looks on my cards that I do.
Now they do?
Yep.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And I know this
Like,
is ridiculous.
There's even a spot there that I would have
I know, right
wedged.
here.
Yep,
I know.
would have wedged more in.
I would have wedged probably 2. However, I'm on camera. And I don't want Tracy Neal's husband to think I'm that crazy. Okay. Elizabeth, how was dinner with the family? She went to dinner with her grandkids today.
Oh, Tracy says my craft room is sacred space in which he does not enter.
Gotcha. So Tracy's probably telling us right now that she probably does use that many Pop Dots, but hubby does not know about it.
Anne says, I wonder if vendors are making as much doing virtuals as they do at shows.
Well,
because
I
they're gaining
think
more followers.
I think some of them are, but I don't think all of them are. I know some are, but actually I'm gonna say there's, I don't know how to answer that question. I think some are. I don't know if a lot of them are.
Alicia just said her niece took a picture of her. She had to run and post it on the page.
They took a picture of what? Her
Cutting in her car.
Oh, well, that's cool. We could see that later.
Tracy says he loves the cards but does not ask questions about cost.
He shouldn't. He's a smart man.
Carrie, what time will we see class makes on Tuesday? Will all vendors be showing at the same time?
Well, that's the thing, and I have to talk to a couple people about that. I think vendors will show. I think we're probably going to give them a time, and only because I've learned a couple things the way Facebook posts things. So for Tuesday, okay, let's talk about Creative Classrooms first. So Creative Classrooms, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, look up real quick because it's very easy to find this logo. This is Creative Classrooms. Please use Jules for this one. This is Creative Classrooms. Look for this logo on Facebook. We, you know that I stopped doing Oak just because of an issue that I didn't agree with. And I really, really, really like doing those other events because we did A2 cards and it was just slightly different. I loved them. And I missed them. And I knew from that point on that we were going to start something. I didn't realize how great it was going to be. So I kind of went out and I kind of handpicked and asked a lot of great vendors and a lot of vendors who have never done these online virtuals. And the rules were simple. And I've been saying this since day one. It's not going to be selling. It's not going to be, this isn't this new stamp. This is this new paper. Let me flip. It's either going to be all demo or all teaching. Thanks, Tracy. And if you need to interrupt me, Peggy. Okay. So it's going to be all teaching and all demo. If they have a sale or if they want to tell you about something that's on sale, they only have the last 2 minutes of their however long they want to tell you about that. That's it. And then to actually say goodbye. So it's going to be like a 1 minute sale if they have that. But all demo. All demo. You know how to close that. Sorry, guys. Something just flashed up on my personal page. Good. Perfect. So it's all demo and or all teaching. So join that page. We got over 1,000 people after the first 3 days that it was launched, which was fantastic. And I know it's going to keep growing. So it's all demos and all teaching. That's all it is all day long. It's going to be the first Saturday of every single month. So the first Saturday of every month is when this is going to be. This coming Tuesday, everyone who is participating, there's 10 of us for the first one. There's probably going to be more as we go along because, like I said, there's a couple big vendors we have the ask out for, and they are ready to jump on board, but they just can't do it this quickly as next month. So just bear with us. I think you'll be quite happy with the people we have on board, or we have in the pipeline. In fact, if Steven is still here, he even knows who I'm alluding to, and I think he would even tell you they're pretty good.
Crafters, right? Crafters.
Yes, Crafters with an S Classroom.
Okay.
Crafters Classroom. So anyhow, so on Tuesday, everyone is going to either do a live video on the project that they're going to do, or they're going to take a picture. And in that link, it's going to post where they can buy the kits, and how much it is and what they're making, whether it be a demo or making long, etc., etc. But I also think I'm going to gather that information first, too, and put it in one post so you can see everybody's post, but then all the hard information will be in one spot. So just keep watching the website, and this is our first time out, and if it's wrong and we need to change something, we will, but just keep watching that site because it's going to be separate and then all together on Tuesday, okay? So just watch that. I think I answered that question. So does anyone have any questions with that?
So it's the second Saturday, not the first.
Always. Did I say the first? It's always the second Saturday of every month. Now through the end of December.
Marion says, I love that idea. When they spend 30 minutes showing paper.
Yeah, we don't like that either.
If you show me your project, I'm more likely to buy.
I've actually been telling many people that they need to pick a date and just stay with that same date, like, the second Tuesday of every month. And I'm not dogging anybody because I really, really do like the other ones too. But I just think it could have been a little bit better. Me as a vendor, I got sick of listening to. Didn't you hate it? I mean, there's somebody who we're not going to name who goes on almost every Saturday and just talks and talks and talks for 2 hours about one thing. And it's just ridiculous. I just think it's too much.
It's too much.
It is too much.
Bernice says, is Steven the one with a fabulous voice?
I don't know. Is he? I don't know if he...
It's not starting this Saturday.
No, it starts in May. It starts in May. The first month is May because this Tuesday is when we're going to show you what we're either demoing or the kits that you could buy for the make and take. And I don't think you know this, but this is kind of exciting. So, Penny Black is going to be represented by Teresa from Polka Dots, and Teresa from Polka Dots, I'd love her too. Teresa owns Polka Dots, which is a physical store up in Wisconsin. And you know how much I like the independent stores. I love the independent stores. She's going to be representing Penny Black and doing nothing but Penny Black, but she does not have an online presence, so she can't sell kits online.
Oh.
So what she's going to do, and I think everyone's going to like this a lot, she's going to promo what she's going to sell, and if you want to buy her kits, guess who's going to sell them on their website? We are. Yes. So, if you get to that $75 mark, you're going to get free shipping. So I know with us, they can buy that, her kit, Stamplistics kit, Art Anthology, and
that's awesome.
Yeah, and US Art Quest. Although I have no idea what I'm doing for US Art Quest. That just may be a demo.
Abigail says a sleeve and a half of Pop Dots done.
It is. Please don't count. Please don't count.
Diane Rapay says that Stephen has a great voice. She loves listening to him. So he must have a great voice to listen to.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
That's the first time I heard that, but I'll go with it.
Right. Marion says small vendors are the best. Leah Johnson, hi ladies.
We're going to see Leah Johnson in 2 weeks.
She says if we are coming to Spring Bling in 2 weeks, how will we get our kits?
How will we get what kits? Class 3. This for 2 weeks? For those people who are coming to Spring Bling in 2 weeks, if you want to buy your Class 308 kits, because you'll obviously be at Spring Bling Friday night making it, or right here in front of us making it, we're going to give you an option that you're going to be able to buy it and pick it up at Spring Bling. So we'll have them there. Actually, you know what we should do? No, I changed my mind. You're not going to buy them. You're going to wait till Spring Bling, and you're just going to buy them at Spring Bling.
Right.
Yeah, you're not going to buy them. You're going to wait. We'll have a ton at Spring Bling. We will not run out, and you'll just buy them at Spring Bling.
Yeah, I think that's what we've done previous, right?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
So that's what we're going to do.
Lee Wilkins, she says, will this be recorded to watch later
Yes.
if you missed the original
Yes. Yep. They're going to be recorded right on that Crafters Classroom site. Yes.
See, 2 more people saying they love Steven's voice.
Huh.
Maybe we just need to record Steven and we can fall asleep to him.
I don't know. Hold on. We're going to call Steven right now. Okay, so this, if you're to this point yet, this is going to go right smack dab in the center. Now, if you can't go right smack dab in the middle of, right smack dab in center, try to go a little bit higher than center. Because you want to hit center, but if you're not going to be able to do that, lower than center always looks off. So either go right, dead center, or a little bit higher than center. I always try to go a little bit higher than center, just because sometimes I can't get right there.
Kathy's saying, what time Tuesday night will it be taped to watch later?
I don't. Those Tuesday is Tuesday the vendors are going to show you what they're doing. You can just watch that all day long, and those are going to be there. Those will be taped. But then I'll probably put together a one thing so it's all in one place too, so they can look. Okay, let's see if Steven answers his phone.
Okay. Marion says so we can buy multiple kits on your website. I hate spending as much on shipping as I do on the kit.
You can. Watch, he's going to answer the phone. Why, hello. If he answers.
Hello?
Oh,
you didn't.
I just told them you're going to answer the phone. Why, hello.
Oh, I should have done that. I'm sorry.
I know, because you always do that. Have you been on for the last 5 minutes?
I have not been on for the last 5 minutes. What did I miss?
Okay, we're calling you because there's at least 3 of them who are saying that you have a very sexy voice.
Oh, no.
Very calm and reassuring.
They say calm and reassuring, but I think the most important thing is they actually said sexy.
Yeah.
Calm, reassuring, and sexy. I'll put that in my new profile.
There you go. So there you go. Yeah, so for those of people who don't know you, we wanted them to hear you so they could determine, whether you really do have a sexy voice.
Well, very nice. I'll sign on now to see how the judging is going.
Okay, go ahead. You can. Because we are talking to you, or we are talking about you, but they are doing Pop Dots, so they may not have time to do that.
Fair enough. I was using the power drill on the Big Shot machine.
That's hilarious. Okay, so it is a power drill, and it really does work. Does it speed by there?
Oh, it goes very fast. It goes a lot faster than the Gemini or the electric Big Shot machine.
And what made you think that?
I was trying to figure out something where I wasn't having to hand crank, so it works perfectly. And like I said, if the battery is fully charged, you just press the button and it zooms through.
Oh my
gosh.
God, that's ridiculous. You should, you know what you should do? Is you should tape that and put that on the Crafters Classroom page.
I will do that. I'll get a better video than the short little video that I sent to you, and I'll post that on there because I think it
Do
works
that.
nicely. We're getting all of our kids cut for Crafters Classroom, actually.
That's
We're getting
awesome.
ready for the May 14th event.
That's awesome. So what are you doing? Are you doing a double-page spread or a two-page?
We're gonna do a 2-page spread, and we're gonna use one of our dies that's really good for people that are either experienced with Mosaic Moments or somebody that's brand new. It's a really nice die set that works and makes a really beautiful 2 pages.
Okay, stop the selling. Jesus! My God, it's like a 15-minute sales pitch here. I'm going to send you that.
15 seconds. You know,
Okay.
elevator pitch.
And now that we have you, I, on behalf of everyone, wants to know why the heck ever you have to send people to Crafters Classroom to say, Steven sent me. A crafty situation sent me.
I told you that.
I told them that. My God.
I wanted everybody just to answer the little question and say, Steven from a crafty situation sent me. I didn't know that we'd get 30 comments.
Right.
But,
Well, we
it
love
felt good too.
we love you very much. And we can't wait to see your project on Tuesday, but thanks for answering your phone, you sexy voice, you.
Love you guys too. You should be here. I'm having specialty coffee.
What are you having?
Coffee with peppermint schnapps and Baileys.
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.
I think he was going to say happy, I was going to say hamster, happy Fanster Friday.
Oh.
Okay, I know someone said, please, please, please do the jewels. If we have time, I'm going to come back to the jewels, but can you stop what you're doing and just look at the jewels so I can show you where the jewels go? And let's go on to Jewel Cam. And let me just show you, we'll start there and let me show you where these jewels go, okay? So it's easy on this one because we have light cyan and cyan, so everyone just look. Everyone just look. The dark ones are going to be the cyan, which are going to be the bigger ones. These are these guys right here. So these get us. They're all right there in the circle. Of course, you have the big white one that goes there, but those are all those bigger ones, which are cyan, go in the circle. Then I want you to write this down. I'm going to turn this sideways so it fits in the frame. Then any place you want to in here, and you could look on the color picture if you must. On the top, I want you to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of them go, and these are still the big ones, 5mm cyan. 9 of them are going to go anywhere up here. And they could kind of see that. Yeah, you could see that. And you're going to see it in the color picture too, okay? And then on the bottom is going to be the ones you have left over, which is going to be 7. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. So put 7 all the way there, okay? Now, for the ones that you have left over are going to be light cyan, 4mm. Look where I have them. Here, let me just do half of the flower so you can see kind of the whole thing. So, on the top layer, I put them, and if you want to put them someplace else, you can. I have them right here on the outside of that top petal. On the next layer down, I have them also in the tip. Okay. Next layer down, which is the last layer, and I'm going to do this in another card. So if you don't get it, I'll point out the other card. I put it, and there's nothing on the bottom layer. I put it where every flower tip meets, or every flower side meets. So right there, right there, right there, right here, right here, right here, right there, right there, right there, and all the way around. Okay? So that is how you're going to put those jewels on. Okay? Marion, you can check Crafters Classroom. There's 10 of us. And yes, Sarah from the Paper Cut is absolutely a part of this. Okay? So we're going to put this to the side right now, guys. Oh, and you know what? We kind of opened up our kits a different way. Obviously, the jewels that you want for this one are going to be the jewels that are all the red jewels. These jewels right here. And if we have time, I'll go back to this. But you want these red jewels, okay? Just those red jewels. Thank you. Okay, so this is, everyone look up. This is what you want. Okay? Perfect. But I think you could get it. You could get off that picture too. But we will do the jewels for the other ones for sure, okay? Okay, so the next card we're going to do is this card, which I love this card. I think I like this card because we've got a little bit different things in the middle here. Okay, so it's going to be this card. So this card is going to be, I think, your last kit. Yep, it's still not the first kit. It's your last kit. And it's going to be wrapped in a cut above. So can we... I hope, Marion, you're doing the Cappy dance for me, too.
Right.
Exactly.
Cappy dance for Sarah.
I know. No, Marion does like us very much.
Well, she wants to craft with Steven, too. So
I see that. We'll be watching her. So everyone...
Spring Bling, is the tour bus going to go see Father Andrew?
Andrew, I know. We want him to be there and bless our warehouse, so maybe greet you, but, I don't think he will. A cut above. So take out everything that's wrapped up in a cut above. We could take the tour bus through St. Ambrose, picture with Father Andrew. Be like, what is going on? Be like, Father Andrew, just go with him. So let's take out all that stuff. I think I've wasted enough time, so hopefully you're all right there. Yes, yes, yes?
Hi, Pat.
Okay, and then let's go ahead and pull out the card base, which is this guy, and this comes from one of our paper packs, which is...
Did you see that?
Stephen, that is very funny.
Nice.
And that is true, because I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10 when I call, it's always, well, hello. Always. It's probably after you had your coffee like you're making right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and adhere that on the front of the card, and it does open up from right to left. Okay, right to left. Is everyone making cards with us? I feel like everyone's like just laying back now and drinking and...
Got to be crafting. They cut down on the phone.
Yeah, well, that's true. I don't think Marion's crafting, though.
Marion says she does the happy dance every Friday about 5 minutes before you start.
Well, that's very nice. I really should have scrap paper.
She said we should have arranged to bus to Mass with Father Andrew. Oh, see, there's a couple people making cards.
Couple people.
Didn't get my kit.
Hello,
rats.
Sheree. Who didn't get their kits?
Lori Hartley.
Laura, when did you order your kit? How could you not have gotten your kit? Seriously, Laura, when did you order it? Oh, Gina's on. She's making her kits. Oh, Chrissy's on. Chrissy, where's your husband at? Chrissy's husband, who I just love to pieces and I've never met him. And I love him because, and I'm sure other people are like this, I've only seen it with Chrissy, like her husband, like really, like your husband, like really, really, really is in love with their wife. Like, Peggy got flowers when she came back from the cruise. Andy and Justine and I came back to sleeping husbands. I mean, it not only did her husband pick her up, but he had flowers for her. Chrissy crafts, and her husband doesn't like not being with her, so he like sleeps in the craft room floor just to be with her. I mean, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. And I don't even know why I told that story. Why did I tell that story? I don't know.
Just asking.
No,
You're talking about Chrissy.
I have no idea. I don't know. It was a good story to tell, but I really don't know why I told it. Okay, so now we're going to cut the flower almost the same way, but I think we have one extra layer in here. We do. We have one extra layer. When I do this, guys, I'm taking off that extra adhesive. Yeah, see, he is in the room on the couch because he does not want to be away from Chrissy. Like, I know, like, if Andy came down here and sat here, I'd be like, my God, what's wrong with you?
Right. Did the TV break?
Right. I mean, you think you have a heart attack? I really seriously would not know what to do. Okay, so on the first layer, this is the bottom layer right here. So everyone look up. This is the bottom layer. On the back, now everyone's going to say happy birthday. So everyone look up. This is the bottom layer. And this is the one that you're going to cut the whole thing out of.
Carol Stockwell says hers is making a tour through the U.S. too.
What?
Her kit.
It really? Oh, that's, yeah. So when did her kits?
Carol Stockwell. I didn't see the other lady. Lori.
Lee, if your husband came like next to you as you were crafting, wouldn't you like have a heart attack and be like, oh my God, what's wrong? Why are you here? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I can't even imagine that.
See?
What?
Steven said, did the TV break? Ha ha ha.
Exactly.
Andy Sue said, I always thought Jennifer was just feeling up the card.
Oh. No, that's I'm getting because I like all that tape to go to the end, so I go off my edges. No, that's me taking off the adhesive.
Lee said, absolutely.
Right, exactly. See, she knows what I'm talking about. But on occasion, Lee's husband does come pick up stuff from the warehouse for her. I don't think Andy would do that for me.
I actually haven't gotten to see him yet.
He's a nice-looking guy.
Hey, I've never seen your husband. I've never been there when he's picked up.
He's very nice, and he always comes at the worst times. Like, like we have 18 things that we are doing and, 800 kits that we have to send out the door. It's ridiculous, so. And then, of course, Rooney is sitting at the door barking like a you-know-what. Rooney got a bath today, so she wasn't in the warehouse. Oh, my God, it was heaven.
So nice.
It was heaven. Not that she's bad. Like, right now you can't even hear her, but that's all she does is bark. If she sees anything, she barks.
Yep. It's her job to protect that door.
Anything. It's ridiculous. And it's not like just a bark. It is a bark. It's crazy. Next one you're going to cut out is this big one. Marion, I don't know if you'd love Rooney. We're not answering you, Gina. And you don't know what kit that was either. Okay, so everyone look up. Aw, I love when Golden's got a bath, or any dog gets a bath. Okay, so now we're going to go one layer in. Like right now, watch, I'm going to call Andy and ask him if he could bring me something to drink. And it will be like me asking him if he wants to run to the store to get me a cold Pepsi to bring it back. Okay, so we're going to go, oh, well, actually not one layer in. Look, everyone look up. Let me show you, okay? You're going to cut, let me go into Jewel Cam. Okay, there you go. Look, this is what you're going to cut. I want this right here. Okay, and then follow that, this. So really the only thing you're doing is cutting this off, this dark part off. Okay, you're going to cut this part off. So you're just going one layer in and you want this curly Q to the leaf to the curly Q. Okay, so that's what you want. Go back to Craft Cam. So this is the layer that we didn't cut in the last one.
Steven says I love Rooney after the first 5 minutes.
Oh, that's right, because Steven did meet him. Steven, we're moving into our new warehouse on Thursday. Oops. Look, I'm doing the wrong thing here.
Elizabeth said for the rest of the world it's a hound bark.
It's ridiculous.
Rooney has that piercing hound dog bark. She is a great protector.
Steven, when you're sitting there crafting, will Rodney come in and like admire your work or anything, or is he just like, whatever? It's just Steven doing his crafting.
Kristen says one day I will get Dwayne to come up to Cleveland with me.
I really want him to.
He should.
I know, he could golf
We can meet him.
I know. I do, I'm in love with her husband. Just to be, and I have to say, and not that she's had a terrible life at all, she's not at all, but it's just so nice when you hear someone's story that, they just end up with the right person. And she did. It's just awesome. Okay, I am going, I just scared her. I'm going to outline those two because I'm going to build this as we go along. So I'm going to outline these two, and then this gets adhered flat against the bottom, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and outline these two. I'm going to call Andy and see if he'll bring me down a beverage. Would absolutely not. What does it say? If Rod comes down up to the third floor, the first 4 words out of his mouth says, "Can I help you?" or "Are you?" Oh, yeah, exactly. Right. See? Yeah, it's everyone's spouse. Exactly. So he goes through it too. Okay, let's see. I'm going to first of all, I'm going to wake him up, and this is a guarantee. I won't even tell him he's live on air.
I heard the yawn.
I did too.
Hello?
Hi. Sleeping?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Can you bring me down maybe a large glass of ice with some apple juice in it?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
You're right.
Lori, who hasn't gotten her kit yet, she said she ordered it on Monday the 28th.
Was that this Monday? When's the 28th? Yeah, see, he wasn't happy. Let's see how long it takes for my apple juice to get here. Yeah, did you see? I called him. He was like, yeah. I mean, like, he doesn't, not even like, hi, like a possibility that he might be.
Steven said poor Andy.
Not poor Andy. Not even a possibility that he might be on here. He doesn't care. And now he's going to come down here and be like, hey, everybody. Seriously, if you guys are outlining this and actually crafting with us on this project, is this not the easiest thing in the world? To outline with these thick lines? Okay, I need that 5-incher, please. Thanks, Pegsty.
Welcome. Katrina says her sweet husband built her a custom craft room.
Who said
And
that?
does lots of cutting, and he's an expert at the Puddlebug.
Who said
nice.
that?
Katrina Paul.
How nice.
Katrina, are you from Alaska, or are you just visiting Alaska?
Yeah, what's the deal with Alaska that you're so cold? I don't think she's from Alaska.
Elizabeth said he wasn't unhappy, he was asleep.
He's unhappy. And then everyone sticks up for Andy. Getting your juice. He's not getting my juice. He hasn't got off the couch yet. I could hear that.
I asked Rodrigo to come help me with the laser machine today.
Mm-hmm.
You would have thought the world ended.
Right. Okay, so again, this layer goes flat. Yeah, no, he still hasn't gotten up and went to the refrigerator. She's dreaming.
He's dreaming.
Runes! Runes! This is where she sleep pees. Hey, Runes! Runes! She's out because she got a bathola.
Trina says she's from Alaska. She grew up in Eagle and lives in Fairbanks.
Right now she does?
Wow.
That's crazy.
I'm excited. I didn't know we had fansters in Alaska. That's
we have a
awesome.
couple of them.
Trina says I've been making myself make a card with a new stamp. I'm almost done with the last one.
Good. Okay, so this is flat. I'm going to build this as we go, so the bottom 2 layers are flat. Now the next layer is this mustard color layer right here. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut out. Let me go back to Jewel Cam real quick. Everyone look up. We're going to cut out just this layer right here that has these leaves right here. Whoops. That has these leaves. This one right here. This and over and that. So this layer right there. And you'll see as I start to cut. Yep. Did you press it? Yeah, I guess you did. He still has not gotten up. If this was Chrissy's husband, he would have already brought her not only the orange juice or the apple juice, but probably a little snackola, giving her a little hug and a kiss. Aww. And probably leaned in and said, oh, that's very nice, honey. Are you warm? Do you need a sweatshirt or anything?
I'm good.
No, I...
Oh! You're talking about Chrissy's husband.
No, yeah. Yeah, no.
It's been a long day already.
Yeah, no. That's Chrissy's husband asking her, not me asking you. But, would you like a sweatshirt? Oh my God, that's funny. No, I'm good.
Kim Otis says, I love the new ACA.
Oh, good, I'm glad. Kim, you know that's that peacock that I showed on that Facebook page. That's the that middle of the ACA. And Elizabeth, I'll send you pictures of the ACA so you get those up. Go ahead.
Elizabeth says, then there's my husband who's looking at me like I have 3 heads.
No. We all know that Elizabeth's lying because we know Bill. And Bill would do anything for Elizabeth. Again, I witnessed Bill stand on his feet for a show, the entire show, while everybody else really was sitting. He stood on his feet the entire time. We walked to a restaurant. We ate. He has cramps every night. He has to drink pickle juice because of his cramps. And after we left the restaurant, Elizabeth said, oh, I left my whatever it is, I think laptop or whatever, at the venue. Bill, without missing a beat, goes, oh, I'll walk over and get it. She didn't even ask him to. He walked all the way back to the venue. It got into the venue, went to our booth, got whatever she was missing, brought it all the way back. Not one of us said, Bill, we'll go with you.
He's such a good guy.
He is. So she is. And again, he still has not moved.
Gina says...
This one gets... Hold on. This one gets popped. So I'm going to outline this and we're going to pop this yellow one. Yes, Gina, yeah, your husband does pay attention. Remember, she's the one that can't even leave without him coming. Which is... I'm not dogging you or anything, saying anything bad, but... Yeah, no, he's glued to her side.
She says he'll come and visit, compliment, make an enhancement idea, and then bonus, brings her snacks.
That's nice. Yeah, I get a scream from upstairs. Good night.
Good night, Carol Kiss.
Aw, good night, Carol. Carol, make sure you give me something. Let's talk this weekend, Carol Kiss. Whoops. So, bottom two are together. This one's going to be popped. So, I'm going to do this I'm going to build as we go along. He still has not moved.
He's already forgotten.
He's literally 10 steps upstairs and maybe 5 walks to the couch. Yeah, he still has not gotten up. So this is good. People could be catching up as I'm doing this. Yeah, she is like in dreamland.
She's snoring.
She is snoring. I really wish she'd get on that couch, though.
Sue says, I love my husband, but I need my space. So
right.
Does he.
I asked Andy last night. I said, you know you are a crabby guy, right? He goes, yes. I said, why? Why crabby? I mean, because it just makes everybody around you upset. Why be crabby? I don't know. It's not an answer.
Karen says, at least you get a good night. Mine just goes to bed.
Karen, who said that?
Karen Plumley.
Oh.
Chris Carter says, Andy accidentally fell back asleep.
Yeah, he did. I still don't have my drink. Chrissy, if this was your husband, you'd be on your second drink. You'd already have 5 hugs. 2 compliments on the card.
Paula Brown says maybe he thought it was a dream, a bad dream.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is. I mean, I couldn't even have planned this any better. Okay, so again, I'm going to say it again. This gets popped. Are we all good? Is everyone good?
Yep. And Chrissy said true, and kisses.
Uh-huh. You watch. Before he goes to bed, he's going to try not to let Rooney out. Because he's tired. He's worked all day.
We all worked all day.
Peggy, he's crabby.
It's not an excuse. It's exactly why I don't have a dog anymore.
This is exactly why sometimes I am very jealous of Beth, too.
Aw, Marion says, I wish my hubby was here to be crabby.
Well,
I have to talk to him in heaven, and there's no return call.
That's true, Marion. And I hear ya. But you know what? That makes my point even more. Like, be blessed, be lucky that you're here, count your blessings, and, have fun. Because there's a lot of people who are not here not having fun.
Right.
So, I mean, what's the point of being crabby and not enjoying life? That's actually my point exactly.
Carolyn says she thinks crabby is a power play.
No, it's not.
I don't think so with Amy.
No, but the staff even knows now. They didn't at first. I think they thought I was just being too hard on him, but the more you know him, you're like, yeah, he is crabby. Okay, so the shallow piece is popped. Again, these cards are so easy. But I like what we're about to do to this one. Well, once we get the medallion made. Is Beth 2 on tonight with us, crafting?
I've seen her on. She's commented a couple times.
That's good. Okay, so the next two, they're going to be adhered together. It's going to be this guy. And this guy is going to go to the flowers. So it's going to go right here. Well, you can't see that. Let's do this. You can hit that. Everyone look up. It's going to go to this flower right here. And then that. And then the flower. And then that. And then the flower. Okay, and then you'll see me do it too. And can I say, he's still not up.
Paula Brown. She said, I used to have my husband's employees seek me out at work functions. They wanted to see who was married to him because he was such a hard ass at work.
Oh, that's...
he would have walked on coals for me at the kids.
Who said that?
Paula Brown.
Oh. That's nice. Not crafting. Oh. She's petting her. She's not crafting.
Resting eye and holding, petting joy vibes.
She was busy counting jewels all day.
She said she wasn't sure if she was going to craft or not. Dawn Garrison says, I'm late joining. Is this still the first card?
Second card, believe it or not.
Card.
We didn't put the jewels on the first, but the second.
Jen gonna bring you an apple juice?
Right, exactly. Linda, if you did, and don't, because she would if I asked her to, please don't. You would be here before he brought that. Should I call him and ask him what the holdup is?
I bet you he fell asleep, for real.
Oh, there he goes. He just got up. We hear his shoes in the kitchen.
Elaine Seaver says, can you stop and show your cut again?
Yes. Oh, Elaine, your computer's going in the mail on Monday. So there you go. Look up. I missed it. The second layer and the orange pop. So the bottom two layers, so that bottom layer and the orange layer are together. And then the yellow layer is popped. And now this piece and the next piece I cut out is going to be flat. Thanks, Pegster.
Welcome.
So this is going to be flat against, or next piece I cut is going to be flat against this. Okay, so there's that piece. And now the next piece is going to be this guy. And it's going to be exactly, look, where we photocopied, exactly what we cut before. So this outside piece right here. We just cut this on the last card. So exactly where we photocopied it to.
Misty says, I love my husband and he is extremely supportive, but I don't want him in my craft room while I'm on with you guys. Diane says, got it, thanks.
Good.
And Carol Boys, agree with Mary and have to talk to my husband in heaven.
Thanks, Andy.
Yeah.
Geez, what's wrong with you?
What?
There you go.
Why are you so crabs?
I'm not. I don't feel well.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
You're sick?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Ooh.
Cold.
Okay.
You wake up and say, I'm lonely. Can you come and sit with me? Aw.
He's so crabby. Well, I'm sorry to hear about that too, but it's exactly my point. I don't think I'm a crabby person. I try not to be because I think I'm very blessed and lucky. Now, I do realize I'm probably going to have a heart attack at any time. I know I'm cutting these fast. It's so easy to cut these fast. Because these thick lines are just so easy. If this was small, trust me, I'd still be on card 1. Hey, Runes. Okay, so these two that I just cut out, those I'm going to black outline right now, adhere them together, and then popped up. So I'm going to black outline these. We should have had Justine stop here on the way home from the hospital.
Should have.
She was a true fan, so she would have come.
Without hesitation.
Well, tomorrow's just going to be a fun day now that he's sick.
You'll work some anyway, won't you?
Oh, God, Jess. I'll work tonight. I want to finish that one card tonight.
Steven says, you're about as crabby as I am. I sing and dance to my 8:30 classes.
Right. Exactly. Lancaster registration for CK opened up today. I'm excited to see how the registration was. Okay, so these two layers are going to be flat. And I'm going to pop up the whole thing. So I'll take my little 5-incher again. Please, thank you. Thanks, Peggy.
So,
Whoops. Stuck to my arm.
oh, fanciers missed that.
They did. They wouldn't even seen if they were looking up. Everything good?
Yep.
Okay. And then this whole piece is going to be popped up. So this piece, guys, is flat together, flat, and then popped up. Yeah, no one's allowed to be counting how many pop dots I'm using on this card.
Which hotel for La Mirada, Kelly?
I think it's the Holiday Inn.
Karen Plumley says, are you going to try to come to CKC San Marcos?
No, because I think we have a trip, coming back from a trip.
Jennifer Tremblay wants to know what, in your opinion, which is the best stamp cleaner. I see you have Judikins and a few others, but was wondering what your go-to is.
My go-to has always been Judikins. And I don't know if it's because it's such a big bottle, and it's so much easier to use. I like buying the big bottle and being done with it. But even when I was, didn't own the store, it was always Judikins. It's a good question. And it's probably because you buy the big bottle and it's just there. I mean, it lasts forever. It doesn't have the sponge top dauber. Well, the sponge top dauber is good. That sponge top dauber, in my opinion, gets all grody and messy and like falls apart. And that Judikins doesn't have that. So I just use a towel, that fancier towel, that dries over my OttLite that sits there. And I just use that.
Do you know when La Mirada is?
It is, yes I do. I believe it's the last weekend in September that wraps around to October. So I think October 2nd or its 1st is a Saturday. So it's that weekend, like October 2nd we're going to be there. Wednesday through Sunday. So yeah, so what's your favorite stamp cleaner?
To be honest with you, I don't clean my stamps anymore.
You
I'm
seriously
so
don't?
lazy.
You don't clean them at all?
Nope, I just leave them dirty and put them back in my case.
You really do?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I don't. I
Yep.
do use that Judikins.
I don't even stamp them off, nothing.
Huh.
Because eventually that ink dries anyway on there.
No, it does. But
So-
no, I definitely, yeah. I would say Judikins. And it's funny because I have the original bottle, I think, that I bought like 10 years ago, that I've refilled with another bottle that I got from them because I thought the bottle before was better. But yeah, no, I do like Judikins a lot. And seriously, it probably, and I like Rangers, but I'm serious, I like Judikins because it's just a big bottle and it's just there.
Did you see Abigail? She says, you like big bottles.
Okay.
Lie.
No, I didn't see that.
Steven says I need to come to a live event one of these days.
He should. I don't know why he said he might even come to a cruise, but he didn't do that. But he would have so much fun doing that.
Steven.
I know, he should have.
It was fun.
He would have had a blast. He actually would have made cards with us too, and really would have liked that.
Someone earlier said you should wear...
Laura, in October we're having Croptoberfest in California, right outside of LA, and 45 minutes outside of LA, and then of course in Cleveland.
Is Laura in California?
No, she is. Laura Longman is in Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania, and then her mom's in Florida.
Oh, she should come to ours.
She went on the cruise. You met Laura. She was in the very front on the cruise. And she went to Philly because Laura lives close to Philly.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Actually, she could be registered for Philly. Yeah, see, Jennifer, exactly. That stays on that dauber. I just don't like that dauber because of that. It gets black. After the first time you use it, it gets black.
Yep.
And then just gets crumbly, you know? Okay, so this top layer is just that inside layer again. That inside, not the inside, but this big petal, that top petal. And then this is going to be outlined, and this one's popped by itself. Okay? So this.
Princess says, FYI, La Mirada is 20 minutes near Disneyland.
Is it really? Who said that?
Princess Jefferson?
Is it really? I didn't realize it was that close. I thought it was like 45 minutes out. Oh, you know what? Because Disneyland is in Anaheim. So yeah, she could be right. It'll be interesting to see how many people we have there, because I got to tell you, I'm very upset with the amount of people we have in Texas. We only have like 30 people, which is just crazy for Texas. Nowhere near what we had last year, and just crazy. It's a low amount for Texas.
Yep, Laura says she'll see us in Philly.
Yeah, that's good.
And Steven says, ooh, near Disney, I might need to go there.
You should, because you could
Hi,
probably
Robbie.
see Stacy too.
Robbie, are you just getting on? Oh, Carol Crean wants to know, is the whole thing popped?
Which part? I need to know which... Oh, the whole thing, yes, on the card, yes. But don't pop that yet, because we need to put that tag on there first. So don't pop the whole thing yet. Go ahead and put pop dots behind it if you want to, but don't pop it yet.
Yeah, Princess says, yes, she stays in La Mirada when she goes to Disneyland.
Oh, good. So, La Mirada, is that a good... I take it that's a good location then, a good area? Because every time we, book these hotels, we always... Actually, truth be told, and this may sound really weird, but when we were suggested a hotel and everything works out before I sign the contract, I call the police department there. And I explain the event, and I ask them if it's a safe area, and if they'd let their mother walk outside at night. I'm sure they think I'm crazy, but I do make that call out at every hotel we go to.
Barbie says she's just getting on. She was at a friend's.
Oh.
And Michelle says, when can we register for La Mirada?
I think we have that. When's that set for? I think it's in May. I'm going to let you... I think that's... Did we say May? I think it's in May. So next month. So this last layer is going to get popped. So Peggy, your use of pop dots have gone up too?
Yes.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's ridiculous, I know it is, but there is a difference. Steven, is he still on? Steven, is your use of pop dots gone up?
Luann Trumpauer wants to know if we'll be in Akron at the end of the month.
We are not going to be at Akron. And we are not going to be at Akron because we are moving our warehouse, having a week-long spring bring. Oh, my God. Spring bling coming back probably finishing moving the front of our warehouse, and then we have to get ready for the mega meet, and we just can't throw Akron in the middle of that. Plus, Akron is kind of in our hometown, so Akron is not a big show for us because people sometimes look at us and say, "Oh, well, you're right here, so I can come shop. I could come shop later with you," which is not good because we've paid the same amount of money that everybody else has to be there, and people just think because they're local they come visit us, and sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But no, we're not going to do that. Okay, so I want to right now. We're going to do something before we actually hear this to the card, but I want to put pop dots on the back of this and then stop. So you're going to put pop dots on the back of this. Do not pull your pop dots off, the backing off. Let's just put them on here, and then we're going to stop because I need to do something to the front of this medallion before we do anything else. Okay?
So Don Garrison says, someone may have asked this already, but are you doing another mid-year cheer, and if so,
Yes.
what day?
It's going to be, what is it? Actually, can you go get it in the middle of the thing? Mid-year cheer sign-up is going to start Mother's Day weekend. Right? Yes, there you go. And the flyer's already done. We're not going to put this online yet, but for those of you who want that information, you can probably click that or take a picture of that if you want. I'll keep that right there as I'm pop down from the side. So registration will start Mother's Day weekend. And then I think you have till June 3rd to buy your kits. Because remember, then we put them together and then we ship them 2 weeks prior. So absolutely yes to mid-year cheer.
Steven says yes exponentially to your pop dot question. Okay, so Linda says if it's still there, there's a restaurant close to Disney. She thinks it's called Cattleman's Wharf, and you take a sliding board downstairs to the restaurant.
That's fun.
Someone's asking, how's the sign up for Philly-ish? Enough for Peggy to come?
Not yet,
Not
but
yet.
close. We really want Peggy to come too.
You guys don't know, but I love to travel.
She does like to travel. Actually, fun fact about Peggy. Did you get your law degree? Oh my God! Did you get your college degree in that, or?
Yes, I have a 2-year degree in travel.
Yeah, she has a 2-year degree in travel. She loves to travel, and here we are traveling all over the place without her.
We get another Mally chocolate bar in mid-year cheer box.
Maybe, maybe not. It's like the best part.
Oh,
Yep.
someone replied to the restaurant comment that it's gone now. It's a hotel.
Oh, that's too bad. Okay.
Steven wants to know when is Philly.
Philadelphia. What am I saying?
I don't know.
Oh my God. Philadelphia is, I don't know, if Tracy Neal's on, Tracy Neal probably tell us. Philadelphia is, I'm telling you, Stephen, if you want to come to a crop, you should come to Philadelphia.
That's going to be the one.
Philadelphia. Peggy, what? You just dogged everyone going to Cleveland Spring Bling.
Spring Bling.
And then Texas.
is
What do you
gonna be
mean
the
that's
best
going to be the one? Oh my
It's
God.
going to be the one that I'm going to.
It's going to be just as fun as all the other ones, but Philadelphia people were crazy. It was I don't know. I don't know what it was. It was the less people than we ever had, but it was just fun. You should think about coming to Philly. If Tracy Neal's on, I'm sure she'll tell us. Okay, so I want to do, everyone look up real quick. I want to do, go ahead, click it. I want to do these metal pieces right here, okay? Because there's a thing with these metal pieces. So let's go ahead and let's do these metal pieces first. Because then the jewels are going to go on there, and then we can put this piece on. So let's do that. So zap me again. There we go. So actually, you know what? No, let's do craft cam. Let's stay there. So in your kit, you have, and why don't I see these in here? Woof! I got scared for a second. We just need a couple more people, and she'll be able to come to Philly. Oh, there you go, there you go, Stephen. May 11th through the 15th. So in here we have, these are story sticks by Tim Holtz. So these are story sticks by Tim Holtz, and these are on clearance. And actually you get 6 of these, and then you get 6 word titles, okay? So this is what we're going to do. Every single one of these are going to be popped up on your card, or not popped up. laid against your card. But look what I do here, because everyone see this? Yes. So I'm going to lay this. Everyone look up. See how this petal is here, and you have one right in the center there, one circle in the center? That center will end up lining up with that hole right there. And make it as straight off that petal as you can. And I'm going to use a thin thing of score tape, but hold on, just watch me. So here, the middle, you're going to put that right there, and that's going to go there just like that. But you see how they're straight, meaning it's not off to the side like that? See the difference? This is straight. This is a little bit crooked. So when I go to it here, I really want it straight, just like that. And we're going to do that all the way around. Now, I'm not doing this now because I have to put my score tape behind it. But just like this to make sure it's straight all the way around. So this is what we're going to do right now. Okay? So how we're going to do this. If you're going to use your adhesive of choice, but what I found that works is this very thin score tape, which I think, Peggy, you may have to...
You need the 1/8 inch.
I do need the 1/8 inch, but you know what? Maybe people don't have the 1/8 inch, so I'm going to use this bigger, and I'm going to show them how they could cut it. So there's that. Okay? So I'm going to use score tape. Score tape's probably the best, but you use what you have. So look, I'm going to put the score tape, and I am going to go over the hole. So hold on. I'm going to put this over the hole and just lay this right in the middle like so. Cut this off so it's going to look like that. Click it. Okay? Just like that. So it is over the hole. There's the hole there. It is over the hole. Now, if you don't have that, you probably could use the red gun. That's probably going to hold it just as good. You didn't get them, Chrissy? Look, Chrissy, pull out your stuff and make sure you look everywhere, okay? Because it's going to be in a little bag. But pull out, maybe it's slipped behind something. And I'm not saying that you're lying to us, but we really try to check every single one. So just see if they happen to be behind something or slip behind something, okay? Good night, Deb. Okay? So when you do that, and if you don't have them, Chrissy will send them to you, but that's going to kind of be horrible right now because...
Email us, though, okay, so...
Yes, so we know.
So we know.
But pull off that score tape, and again, you're going to put it right in the middle and straight. Just like so. Okay? Does everyone see that? Just like so. So you can see it's right in the middle of that hole, and that's see-through tape. And then straight down. And we're going to do this with all 6 of them. Chrissy, let me know if you find them. I hope she does.
I hope she does too.
I know. Because
I really don't remember seeing any that were missing any.
I know, and I feel bad because then she's going to have to stop. Okay. So right there. Now, an 1/8 inch of score tape would work great. But if you don't have that, you can cut it down, and I'm doing that, and I do have an 1/8, but I'm doing that just in case you have to cut that down so you can see what I'm doing, okay? I'm going to keep the words going the same way. And make sure it's straight. And there we go. Okay? So we're going to do this going all the way around. And then we're going to have to do something in the middle of that hole because we're going to put a jewel in there. Chrissy, any luck?
Chrissy were local, our hubby'd come pick them up.
He would come pick them up. You're absolutely right. Right. And and when he's doing that, he would ask me if I wanted more apple juice. The only difference is he probably wouldn't kiss me. Well, maybe he would. You never know. Right now, she's saying, Dwayne, look, are they here? I don't see them. Do you see them? Speaking of that, I'll take a little bit of my apple juice right now if you want to hand it to me.
She didn't find him, but Dwayne is helping her look.
I knew he would be. Okay, well, sorry about that, Chris. You just email us. Look on the ground. I mean, I really believe you, but I can't believe that we forgot those. And we'll send them to you. What?
Chrissy's husband. She said he asked if he needs to send you juice through Instacart.
Exactly. Well, I've now asked Peggy if I could have a drink, and she still hasn't given it to me.
Sorry.
Thanks, Dee.
Are you thirsty?
Yeah, just let me have a little sip. Thank you.
Even put ice in it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very much. So yeah, these things, this is on Tim Holtz discontinued items. These are called story sticks, and they're just fun to add on. And they're cheap because they're on a discontinued site, rack, sale,
Section
tab
on our website.
And you know, that's the other thing. I can't wait when we move. All that stuff can go like in one area. So
But
much.
spread out nice enough that we can find out where everything
People
is.
who are coming to the Cleveland Spring Bling are going to go through our warehouse. They're going to go through our warehouse and be like, this is it? This is what you've been bitching about for the last 6 months? It's bad. It's not 10 o'clock yet, is it?
Nope.
Fantastic.
Elizabeth says, Peggy, do you doubt me?
I don't understand what she's
I
saying.
don't know. I missed it. Oh,
Maybe,
you should
you
show
know
us
what?
a before and after.
I will take a picture because it's
Definitely.
ridiculous. I'll take a video. You can't, if the picture won't do it justice. I'll take a video of me walking through the warehouse. You'll see how I have to turn my body different ways just to get down an aisle.
Robbie says, are they touring the lab?
They are not. She knows they're not. Jennifer, you going? Yes, we are going live on War Nova. Yes, just like we did last time, Stephen. Yes, we are. Okay, so now this is what we're going to do. And I'm going to do it, I'll do it the hard way and then the easy way first. So let me do it the easy way. And then if you don't have these, I'm going to do it, it's not the hard way, it's just another way. So if you have those micro dots, if you have these micro dots, this is going to be perfect for them, okay? What we need to do is we need to put a pop dot in this hole all the way around. So that, let me bring my other card and you may have to click it into play. Can you click it, Peggy? There we go. Thank you. So if you see here, this pop dot is raised because it sits right on top of that metal piece. But I have to put something there because it won't fill up with... We can't fill this empty hole up with liquid, with glossy accents because it'll never stay. So we have to put a pop dot there. Then, that'll make it flat on top. Then we'll use the glossy accents to put that on there. So we actually have a raised crystal, flat, raised, flat, raised, flat, raised, flat all the way around. So the easy way is if you have these micro dots, I would use the micro dots on these. And if you don't, you're just going to cut up a black pop dot, and I'll do both. So if you have this micro dot, go ahead and pull off one of those micro dots. Look at that, very small. And you're going to stick it inside of here, which fits perfectly, just like that. You may have to pound it down a little bit. Can they see that, Peggy?
You gotta move your hand out of the view just for a second so it can focus. There you go.
Okay. Now, if you want to, you can't take off this plastic because that glossy accent's not going to stick to this plastic. So you can take off the plastic and the piece of Rooney here. And then it sits right there. So can they see that really good?
Go.
Can they
I
see
think
that?
so.
Okay, good. So let me do it one more time. Using my tiny micro dots, I'm going to put this in. Shove that in there. And again, this is just going to make it a little bit even. Not that we're going to put the jewel on top of this. We're still going to put glossy accents on this. But now it has an even, it's even. It has an even playing field. So if you don't have the micro dots, if you do, keep doing that all the way around on those sticks. If not, just use a pop dot, cut it, and you could cut it like into threes. Sliver and then cut it into threes. And I'm going to lose this last one. Oh, maybe not. And then you could just use that and stick it in there. Okay? So does everyone understand that? Does anyone have any questions with this? Hi, Valerie Brown.
Cheryl Fleming, yes, I will be at the store tomorrow. Leah Johnson says, as someone who works a warehouse that's overfilled as well, I will not say a word, probably be jealous of the space.
Oh, it's, in fact, Peggy and Beth too, we walked through it today, and I could see in Peggy's mind, I know, didn't you think this may not even be big enough?
I know.
I mean, seriously, I could see it in
like
Peggy's face.
Shelves, I'm like, oh,
we're going,
small now.
We're literally taking our one warehouse and tripling it, and keeping the old warehouse for USR Quest. But we're tripling it, and even just walking through it today, you get the feeling like this is gonna be filled the week after we move in, and we move everything over.
We were talking about spreading out the Tim Holtz stuff, and that's what she said. Do
Oh.
you doubt me? Raylene Neary wants to know, can she wait and use her $50 winnings
Yes.
at Spring Bling?
Raylene, it's funny because I forgot to do that, and somebody else had a gift certificate they wanted me to move over, and I forgot that. So when I did that this afternoon, I thought, oh, I never gave Raylene her $50. So if you want to wait till Spring Bling, absolutely. So I'll just wait and not even give you that code. So Elizabeth, if you're still on, you can delete that code. She was the winner from last week.
Steven says he's going to have to plan to stop by Fanster Friday Live.
He said that last year.
He was there last year. Wasn't
No, but he didn't stop by Fancy Friday. He said he was going to. He never did. He should come to Philadelphia is what he should do. He would have a blast. He would have so much fun. Okay, so at this point, we're done until we do the jewels.
Valerie Brown's in New Orleans.
Oh, she is? What is she doing there? Okay, so at this point, we're going to wait. Oh, this flipped. We're going to wait. We're going to do everything, and we're just going to go back and add the jewels on here. And don't worry, I know that that's sticky, but remember, we're not using this to stick. We're going to still put glossy accents on there, okay? So, before we put this on our card, I want everyone to look up. Let's go to Craft Camp. Everyone look up. And let's look at my card. So this is my done card. I want to put this on because once we put this on, then this gets put on in the middle between this and this. It's centered between this piece and this piece, not the card base. So on this guy, I gave you a big piece, bigger than you need. And so let me tell you what I want you to cut that at. So long ways up and down.
Steven said he did come. He ducked under the camera and said hi to everyone. I remember that.
Oh, did he? Mm-hmm. Oh, you know who didn't? Is Kate. Kate was supposed to come. I'm sorry, Stephen. Kate was supposed to come.
Yeah, she wasn't.
And Kate didn't come. I'm sorry, Stephen. You're right. You're right. It was Kate that wanted to come, and she totally forgot about us. Okay, so lengthwise, this is a 3 1/4. So lengthwise, you want to cut this at 3 1/4. And then widthwise, let's do that right now. So lengthwise, I want to do the 3 1/4. Oh, and this ain't going to be this way. So let me do it this way. Let me measure 3 1/4. And if I'm off a second, that's okay. 3 1/4 right there. If I'm off of here, it's okay. So there's my 3 1/4 long ways. And then I want that a little bit thinner than it is. And I think, I don't want to guess, this is 3/4. Okay? 3/4. So then skinny, let's do 3/4. And that's right there.
Nobody's strips were stamped, were they?
No, they're not stamped. Oh. You know what? They were supposed to be stamped. Yep, they were supposed to be stamped. Sorry, guys. We're using this.
Hey, I cut those and none of them
Yep,
were
nope.
stamped.
They were supposed to be stamped. Isn't that funny? And if I would have cut them, I would have guessed that. But those weren't stamped. If you want to stamp that with any stamps so you have black writing in that, go ahead and do that. Yeah, look. You're right. So this one was stamped. so it had writing and so it had some of that design in that. If you don't have that stamp, you could stamp that with anything you want. If you want to do that, I'm going to go ahead and make it without that, and it's still going to be okay because it's still going to match those colors. Okay, it's still going to match the color because that's the color that we used. But that's totally up to you. Now, on the bottom, look, on the bottom here, and even if you still want to stamp that, you could stamp that later, but still let's cut it. On the bottom, I just want you to cut a little side angle. Let me see if I do it that way. I want it to go this way. And then I want to outline this in black. So I'm going to outline this whole piece in black. Thanks, Sandy, for taking her.
Yeah, right. Come on, let's go.
She definitely has to go. She's just sound asleep.
Come on, let's go.
Runs. I wonder. Oh, thanks, Sandy. You didn't have to do that.
Okay.
Thanks, Sandy. You didn't have to do that.
Good night, everybody.
See, he says goodnight to everybody else. Yeah, I'm going to go with this. That's okay. If you guys want to stamp that later. Lay it down for right now so you can measure it. But do that. Steven. Okay.
How long was the first cut? 3 1/4, right?
3 1/4, yes. Because from side to side it was 3/4. And this is going to be laid probably about, I don't know, what would you say that is? Quarter of an inch? Yeah, I would agree with that. I'm going to eye it up, but you're going to lay it about 1/4 of an inch from the side. So just about 1/4 of an inch from the side. Make sure it hits the top. So that's, as long as it's flat there, it's going to look good all the way down there. And the reason why, normally my rule is, as everyone knows, normally, you're welcome. Normally my rule is we don't outside things unless it's a stamped image, and then we go back and outline this. Outline, yeah. But because this is so strong of an outline, this outline really needed to be there. And if you don't believe me, and if you haven't outlined that already, try sticking that down there plain and then sticking this down there. It just kind of does not match. But look, that looks fine without it being stamped. That looks really, really fine. I'm okay with that. But again, if you want to stamp that anything, you can, just to get more depth in that. But I think that's fine. Okay, so once that's down, then your new center becomes here to here. Everyone look up. Your new center is here to here. And you're going to put this on, and you're going to center that kind of in that empty space from there to there. A little bit higher. Don't go down because you want to cover up that design. So go a little bit higher in that space, but from there to there. So let's go ahead and attach that. Or finish doing what you're doing and then watch me take off pop-dot backings and then attach it.
The refill for the 5-incher on adhesive week.
I think that's the plan.
August,
yes.
Right?
No, I think she knows it's August, but yes, I think that's the plan.
Earlier, Valerie said she was in New Orleans for a conference for cancer research.
Ah. Boy, what a place to have a conference. That's
exactly how I take mine off.
Like this?
As many as I can hold.
Yes, same here. And then you try to, and sometimes you push it. It does go by faster. And then sometimes you push it, and they fall all over the place. And you're like, darn it, okay.
Just pick them up.
Justine has not been on here at all to say hi, has she?
No.
Surprised. Now, there's no rhyme or reason how to put this on. If you like a word better than the other and you want to show one way, then go ahead and do that. But there really is no rhyme or reason other than just right here in the top in the center.
Good night, Michelle. Sorry about your beagle.
Yeah, that's the pits.
Hannah just got here. What card are you on? Did I
2.
just miss 1 or 2?
Yep, this
You
is
missed 2,
card number
Pamela.
2. Okay, so now we're ready for the jewels, and this is where it's going to be fun around here, but let's get out the jewels. Now, in here, Chrissy, were you missing any jewels in your case? In here, the jewels, let me see, how do I want to tell you this? Oh, how am I going to know? The jewels that you want for here, oh, this is going to be easy. The jewels that you want for here are going to be like tan and gold. They're not going to be clear. So take the ones that are like the golden and the green. Oh, let me show you that. Speaking of that, as you guys are finding this, I'm going to show you what the color of the jewel is for this week. Okay. So get your green and your like your light topaz. I don't know what color that is for sure, but get those out. If you see clear crystal, that is not the jewels for this. So you're looking for not clear crystal, okay? The one that has not clear crystal, and you can take those out. In the meantime, let me show you the new color golden topaz that was on sale today. And this is a brand new color. Can you click that? And I don't think that shows up too good. It's more, would you say this is more, let me go to the jewel cam. Would you say this is more yellow?
It's got a little yellow to it.
You don't see a yellow, what do you see, gold?
No, I think it has yellow at the tip.
Yeah, I think I see a lot of yellow-ish. A deep yellow. Okay, so that's, yeah, it looks, again, that looks so dark there.
It does.
And it's not dark.
It's not dark in person.
Yeah, see if, oh, that looks good. That's
There you
the
go.
color. That's the color right there. That was a good color right there. Do it one more time, Peggy. So that color right there, that is really the color right there. Yeah, that's really the color. That's showing up good. Hit it one more time. Only because I keep moving my finger. There you go. That's definitely the color, guys. Yeah, that's showing up good this time. So, that's the color for this week.
Night, Carol. Chrissy says, I know it's in August, I'm just trying to plan.
You're so cute.
Chrissy said she got 3 packages of jewels, just no metal plates. So strange.
Okay, it is strange. We'll get them to you. But email me. Send me a quick email, okay? We'll put them in the mail on Monday. And I know you're going to say bring them to Spring Bling with you, but we have a move and everything else in between there. It's better for me just to, waste the money. Not waste, but, spend the $3.50 to mail it to you.
Probably wants to know if that's a good replacement for sunflower.
It is. It is. And I think that's probably what... Well, I think that's probably what they... Here, let me do this. Let's go up to this. I think that's probably what they were doing if it was their jewel.
Yeah.
That's all I could say.
Yep.
So, yeah. Okay, let's go back to jewel cam. Boy, do I need my hair cut. My bangs are so long.
Your bangs go really fast.
Yes, they do. They really do. My hair grows as fast as my belly. Yes, it does. Here, let's go to Craft Cam until I get all these. Oh yeah, Beth too, who counted them all. She verifies that too. Yeah, it is a good sunflower color, a good replacement. Because Swarovski Crystal discontinued sunflower a while back. Do we only have 2 size jewels on this one? Oh, I think no. Yes, no. We don't. Ah, this is the blind man. Okay, so the golden ones that we have, you're going to have 2 sizes. A big size and a small size. And then you're going to have the green. Where did you go to the bathroom? Her nose looks so much better. You know how much I know. Look at her nose. You know how Rooney's nose has been bad. She's been getting her medicine. It looks so much better. She has shed her the grossness. It just looks so much better.
So is she up to the 2 and 2?
Yeah, she is for about a week now.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go down to Jewel Cam. And let's do this center. Now, I'm going to bring this card into play, but everyone look real quick, okay? Are we in focus?
Yep.
So, we're going to look at the golds, okay? I want, you have only 1, 2, 3, 6 small golds. What color is that? What, I keep saying gold. Someone tell me, let me see. That is light Colorado topaz. So, light Colorado topaz. So the small light Colorado topaz are actually going to go in between the metal pieces on the actual cardstock, okay? So those are in between the metal pieces. I had to go a size down smaller because the bigger one wouldn't fit in between the metal, but I did keep it. I know, Robbie, trust me, you're going to like it. I did keep it the same color, okay? So it matches, it looks really, really good. So the smaller ones go on the paper. The bigger ones, 5 of the bigger ones, no, excuse me, 6 of the bigger ones are going to go on that pop dot that we put on there on top of those metal pieces. However, I know that the black pop dot is there, but I still want you to put in the your glossy accents on there, okay? So let's go ahead and do that now. Peggy, you see how clear that picture is right there?
Yes.
Do you see it that clear on your end?
At home?
Yes.
Yes.
You do see it that clear?
Yep.
Okay, because I think that's incredibly clear. And I hope everyone sees that. Okay, so I'm gonna do my big ones first. So I'm gonna put this right on top of my pop dot because the only thing a pop dot did was just bring it up flat against that top metal piece, so I could lay this right on top like so. It's pretty cool if you look at these story sticks like this. And again, if you guys like this concept and idea, and you know I'm not selling you because I don't sell, buy them because they're on sale right now. Well, they're on clearance right now. And we have a ton. You don't have to, go buy them now. You can probably wait till Monday and buy them. You can probably wait till next month and buy them too because we have a lot. But they're on sale. And then once they're gone, they're really gone. So, on these metal pieces go the bigger jewels. Everyone could do this except for Chrissy. Whoops. It's going to go right on top. And it's going to take a second to dry, guys. And then the smaller ones are going to go around there. I'm in frame, right?
Correct. Genius. I wouldn't have even thought of that.
You said that, or
Going
somebody
down a
said
smaller,
that?
Me.
Yeah.
Going down a smaller.
Well, it made sense, and doesn't it look good? I mean, even when you look at it close up, I mean, it really does look good, doesn't it? Because it gives it even more dimension too, more depth.
Bobby says you can give Chrissy her sticks at Spring Bling.
Well, I can, but then we got to remember to pack them. She'll have them in her card done by the time she even packs. Chrissy, I love the fact that you're making Carol go on the bus tour to the Malleys. That literally is not even a mile from her house. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Carol already said that if somebody else wants her spot, she'd be more than welcome to give it up.
Right.
She did say that.
Yep.
So she doesn't have to give it up. We're good so far. So don't you let her get out of that. But I do think it's hilarious that you have convinced her that she has to do that. And not only that, but I kind of secretly think that you've now convinced Beth to do it too. However, Beth knows some of the things that are going to happen, and now she wants to be a part of it. So there is a reason to the madness. Okay, so once we get that center done, let's go ahead and on this layer, on the middle yellow layer right here, this layer right here, we're going to lay 3 of the greens, and that's the only place where the greens are going to go. So everyone look up. So right here, 3, 3, 3 all the way around. Now, when you go here, I would put the first green right down in the middle, and then a green to the left and a green to the right. A green right in the middle, left, and then right. You're going to put them on more evenly if you do that like that, okay? And I wouldn't even put 3 dots in there, like dot left and right. I would put a dot down. A little bit too much glue. And then to the right and to the left, because then you see. What's wrong?
It's not focusing.
Here, do it now.
Okay, there it goes. Tonight it just wants to focus on your hand.
Okay? So just like that.
Robbie says bring the sticks to Spring Bling to sell.
Oh, I probably should.
Rhonda Crowley says, is there
It's a
a
good
reason
idea, Robbie.
you use glossy accents?
We use glossy accents because, first of all, it works. Dries clear. And we used it since day one and never had a problem with it. You probably could even wash your clothes if you put jewels on with this on your clothes. But when something works, that's what we tend to go with. You probably can use something else. But we like the glossy accents because of that. It was just first out. And we also like it now because you could put this fine tip on it. And really, it's inexpensive. I mean, the bottle itself is $2.50, and this black cap is $5. So it is relatively inexpensive.
Kevin wants to know where you got the metal travel wishes.
They're called Story Sticks, and they're from Tim Holtz. And they actually are on clearance, like he's discontinued them. So once they are gone, they are gone. And we actually, if you go to our website, at the very, very bottom, I believe, is a clearance section. You will find them in his clearance section. Or you can type in Story Sticks in the search field. But that's what they're called, is Story Sticks.
You know, I believe I talked to Kevin earlier this week, who is a lady. She told me that. And she's new.
Is her name Kevin, really?
Yeah.
I love that. Like, that's her birth name?
Well, I don't know if that's her birth name, but she told me that
That's
name
her
was
name.
Kevin, and that
I
she
love
was
it.
female. Because she ordered this week from the website.
That's great.
Chrissy said, we literally texted at the same time. I said, please, let's do the tour. And she said, let's do everything but the tour.
I told you. I told you.
Elaine says, I hate that I keep asking you to go back, but was the strip flat?
Strip is flat, Elaine. And please don't apologize for asking questions in the class. Okay.
Oh, see, Kevin says, yes, it is. I'm just starting.
I love that. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the craft cam, because then the big ones just kind of go places. So I'm gonna show you kind of here where they go. So we are left with the big, what is that, like Colorado Topaz? So everyone look up. You can put them wherever you want, but I just kind of framed the card. I got 3. I know it's gonna be so much fun. You got 3 right here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 right here. 2 across the bottom. 1 right here, 2 across the top. And if you don't do it that way, that's okay. So Robbie said she's doing the tour, so I think, Chrissy, like if and this is true, if Carol does bow out here, let's go back to Jewel Cam. If Carol does bow out on you, because it may be extremely boring to her, trust me, Chrissy, there's a lot of people that are going on that bus tour that you're going to like. Not that you don't like people, you like everybody. But you know what I'm saying.
Kate Miller says she's doing the tour too.
It's going to be so much fun.
Claudette said she just sent you an email to save her a spot on the bus tour. Hope there's still spots available.
There is.
And Elaine says, on top of COVID after effects that you know about, my fingers lock up for a few seconds every once in a while.
Oh, really?
I haven't heard that.
Oh, either have I. Okay. So now 2 across the bottom. It doesn't matter where. I'm just literally outlining this card with the jewels. Framing, not outlining. Framing the card with the jewels. Peggy, are you okay?
Yep.
If you need to stand up, you can. You could stand up.
I hear the snoring.
I know.
I think she snores more than any other dog I've ever heard.
Yeah, she snores more, I think, with her nose all junked up.
That's probably true, though.
So that's it. Everyone except for Chrissy should have a card that looks just like that. We are going to have a blast on that bus. We're going to have a blast everywhere. You're going to go to the casino Thursday night, Chrissy, aren't you? That's going to be fun, too. Like, I think everyone's going to do that. It's just so much. It's just, Peggy's probably going to do that.
For a little while. I don't know if I'll do the 4 hours.
Sure, you'll do the 2.
I'm sure I'm going to do the 2.
Okay, so how are we with this card? Are we good?
Love this card.
I like this card, too. I like this card because it has a little bit of, what do I want to call it? Jeez.
Styles, a little extra something,
A
something.
little bit of a mixed media, and I like that. It's just a fun card. And a lot of people didn't even see those metal pieces at all. Like, they're like, oh. In fact, I don't even think Justine saw the metal pieces. Oh, that's Chrissy. Hold on, that's Chrissy. That's her husband right there.
He's sleeping?
Yes, that's what he does.
Aw, he looks so comfortable.
Chrissy just sent us a picture of her husband. Here, hold on. Let me take this. Hold on. Let me take a picture of that before it goes away. And I could show the fansters. Hold on, guys. Let me take a picture of this. Oh, I don't know if I'll get it. Oh, yes, I can. I love it. Okay. So here is... Chrissy's going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe you showed that. Don't show that. So you can put that away. So this is Chrissy's husband laying in her craft room, sleeping right there. Can you see it? There we go. So there's Chrissy's husband. Has to be next to Chrissy, sleeping on the chair. My husband, asleep in the bed. Hoping to God that I
Went
fall
to bed.
asleep on the chair and not come to the bed.
Good night, Marianne.
Good night, Marion.
What is the name of the stamp you used to make the peacock you showed at the beginning?
Oh, it's not a stamp. It's just, it's something. And we're going to do something with that. That's going to be a make-along card at one point. And once we
Tail
get
is
there,
the
we'll
middle
do
ground.
that, okay? Yeah, but the feathers were middle ground. It does sound like you're Dangina. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so card 3. What time is it? 10:16. That's awesome. We've only been on for an hour and 15 minutes. No, 2 hours. 2 hours and 15 minutes? That's crazy.
This is a good one tonight. There we go.
Okay, so here's a color photo that I didn't take out. But here's that color photo if you need that. And you can see the story sticks on there.
You can.
Exuberance is the name of the stamp. And then there's all the illumination crystals.
Illumination.
Okay, so you keep that. Okay, so let's start our last card. I like this one too. I like them all. I have to be honest, I like them
It's a
all.
nice spring card.
Sorry for the messy area. I don't think anyone's seen a messy area. I think
didn't
we
see
saw a
messy
snoring
area.
guy. Yes. Okay, so we need to talk about this card real quick because I made this card with paper that I thought was still in stock, and then I went to go order it, and it wasn't in stock. So, a couple things have changed, but not noticeably. In fact, if I didn't point them out, you probably wouldn't even notice. So, like, instead of this butterfly area here, we're going to have, like, this bicycle area right there. Okay? Still same colors. I just could not get this paper. But that's nor here nor there. So that's why it's a little bit different. But let's get started. And we'll do the card base first, because the card base is a little bit different. So the card base opens up from right to left again. Okay.
Good night, Gina.
Good night, Gina. So card base opens up from right to left. And we're going to go ahead and put this dotted paper on, right smack dab on the base like we always do. This is where we'll lose half our audience because they want to go to bed.
Oh.
Our fans
I
just...
gotta see when I'm at home. This is where I start bowing out too. I don't know. This is a long day.
This is where I start.
I might catch a nap for 20 minutes.
That's where I start bowing out. That's hilarious. Oh my god. Now are you gonna stay up later than you normally do at Spring Bling? You know, you could bring something to work on. You know, on those down times.
That's what
See-
everybody keeps telling me. She's gonna let you craft, right? I'm like, I'm working.
Right? Who said that? Like, who said that? Like, that shouldn't even be a question because no, the answer is no. She is working. But I'm telling you, you could bring a little something for the downtime.
For the after midnight hours.
Correct.
definitely have some kids at home to work on.
Yeah, you can't bring some stuff. Okay,
Oh, I saw a mad face.
who's
I
mad?
don't know why.
I know every now
I
and
just
then
saw
they
a
do
mad
give me a
face.
little. A sad, mad or sad?
It was a mad.
Oh, why is somebody mad? Oh, I just dropped my card base. And when I drop my card base, it's hard to bend over and get it. Just that's when Justine. Oh, look, I
You got
see
hair
how
on
much.
it now?
Yeah, you see all that. So I'm doing this not because I like stroking the end of the card. Whoever said that. I don't know, Peggy. Did you punch out that paper or did Gail?
Oh, Gail did
See,
that.
this is where I'm wiping off that extra dotted glue because I like it to go to the edge because I like the whole thing to stick. Okay, craft cam. Okay, so here we go. Now, this middle page right here, first of all, it's not cut down the size, so I need everyone just to pay attention. Actually, let's do this. This is the page I want you to have right now, but I kept this little tab, this little strip on the bottom. Does everyone see that strip right there? I don't want that strip, so let's right away cut that little strip off. You know, that strip that always comes with the 12 by 12 paper. Let's right away cut that off. I just didn't have time to do all that cutting, so I just kept that on. Okay, so we cut that off. So this right here, this middle piece, I want to say it's 4 inches, but let me measure it. It's 4.5. It's 4.5 inches, so give or take, but it's 4.5 inches. I want you to cut this not in the middle because I want as much of this as possible. So I want, when you go to cut this, I want you to measure from the bottom 4.5 inches, and that's where you're going to cut. Right there. So this becomes your middle. Does that make sense to everybody? Let's do it one more time. That is, did you see Linda's thing? This is where Justine starts to yawn. You're right. Actually, no, she's been yawning for an hour if that was the case, if this was Justine. So I'm going to, again, measure this from the bottom because I want all this stuff. Okay, this is important. I want all this stuff. So measure 4.5 inches, and that's where we're going to cut right there. So I'm going to make a line right above where I'm going to cut, which is right here. So I'm going to cut right below that line. So because I want that middle. Okay. So let's just cut that there. And again, I made the line. Here, look, if you see this, look at this. Everyone look up. See, I made a dark line right here. See my dark line right there? Right here?
Right there. Yep.
I'm going to cut right below that. I went a little bit higher than 4.5. So I just want to cut a little bit below that. Okay. And then this is going to become my middle. Again, not the butterflies, but this is a darn good substitution. Okay. So now this is going to be flat right in the middle of this paper, just like so. You could eye it up if you want to measure it. You could measure it. I think, what's it going to be? 3/4 on top and bottom? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do
So,
quick math in your head.
no, it's actually
Minus
not.
4.5 should be
It's actually not. It's
1.5.
look,
Divided by 2.
because this is the middle. Yeah, I guess it is. So yeah, I'm gonna eye it up, but you could measure if you want to, but just put that right in the middle like that. And I guess I'll do my tape, my runners. God, my goal is to... Is Beth 2 still on here? I bet you she trailed off to sleep.
Beth, are you still here?
You know how much fun this is going to be in 2 weeks when we have 8 people here? It's going to be loud.
That's exactly what I thought in my head. It's going to be loud.
Okay, again, I'm going to just eye this up, and I'm sure I'm going to be wrong. But if you're going to be wrong, go higher than center rather than lower than center.
Beth said yes.
What time do you think you're going to be at the warehouse tomorrow? Because I may get up early because I want to start that card right away and then bring those jewels up tomorrow. Oh, perfect. Okay, so the same thing. This is where a lot of people, I don't want to say screw up, but this is where a lot of people miss the boat. So this clearly matches this, but there's a huge division between that line. It just stops. So we need to make it flow a little bit. So that's why we've cut with the Martha Stewart punch your little cutout. So we're going to cut this exactly in half, and if you look at my card, we're going to cut it exactly in half, and the flat part is going to butt against on the line and face in. So it's going to be on that center page. So the straighter part is going to hit that where the second page is and go in. Oh God. Oh, he will be sweet that night. He's always sweet with other people. He's just not sweet with me.
John Levine says, I just jumped off the boat. My card will have to open from bottom to top. Will that work?
Sure, why
Yes.
not? It'll work. Hasn't everyone done that? Put that paper on wrong?
Definitely.
Ugh. So make sure that you're cutting this completely down the center. You have to go in tomorrow, don't you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm at the store tomorrow.
No, I know, but I mean, like you didn't call April in as a backup or anything?
No.
I know, we're already
No.
last week. I want this to be
I
perfect.
definitely need to be in store tomorrow because I want to make a list of whatever else I want to bring in.
Oh, that's right. Ah. Okay, I think that's it. Okay.
Yep. I used to do a lot of cards with top opening, but then, like when they're at the store, they don't stand up.
You're right.
So
You're right.
that's the only reason why I stopped doing top fold.
So, does everyone know where this goes? Does anyone have any questions? I'm going to run this through my little small tape. Nope. I'm going to use this small one.
Okay.
Yeah, see how much better that looks? Even when you look at your card, guys, even before you do that, I mean, this already looks so much better once you put that on there. If you take that off, you're like, I don't know.
needs a
Yeah,
frame.
right. It does need something. And then you put those two things on, it just looks 1,000% better. So I'm going to put this through my little Xyron. My X-Xyron. So Misty, she emailed me last week or something, and she said, I have exciting news. I don't even think if I really knew what the exciting news was. I said, you quit your job and you bought a house in Cleveland, which is what I keep telling Robbie too. And she said, well, the first part's right. I'm like, well, okay, well, work on the second part.
Now, why isn't she coming to Spring Bling? since she's not
Exact.
working?
My point exactly, Peggy. Thank you.
Okay, Misty, why are you not doing Spring Bling?
My point exactly.
Since you have free time now.
She says, and this is such a silly reason, she has to save money up to get her daughter home from college. Psst, let her stay in college, I say.
Is she far away? I don't understand that.
Yeah, she is.
Oh.
She's actually in Tennessee, I believe.
Drivable.
But a quick, right, exactly. Quick flight on Southwest, she can do it. I know. We all want Misty to come. Misty, we're keeping a light on for you just in case you change
We
your
are.
mind in the last minute.
There's room.
We'll keep a seat open on the bus for you.
You can sit next to me.
You can see next to the Pegster.
Because I quit my job and don't have any money. I know.
But when you came to Spring Bling before, you didn't have a job, which means you didn't have money. You made it work. Just kidding. We're playing with you, but that's how much we want you there. Southwest is
Flight is
$550.
$560? Wow.
That's
I
a
know the
lot.
airlines have gone up recently.
Okay, so bright flat edge right on that line. Nice. And now our card base is done. And now we only have to cut our exuberance stamp that we've been cutting now since
See, Abigail? Good
the
idea.
end of time. What'd she
She
say?
can work and get paid at Spring Bling.
Peggy, guess what? Peggy would
Sorry.
be. Oh, you're fine. Are you kidding me? Peggy just like tapped my foot and she's like, "Oh, sorry." Okay.
I know, Robbie. I'm so glad I got my airline tickets for the wedding months ago, because the prices have just gone crazy.
They have? I thought I just checked them like 2 months ago or 2 weeks
Fuel,
ago.
They're adding on for fuel now.
Okay. So let's go to, oh, some of these have changed, but not enough that you're going to even notice. Let's go to the bottom one is this white one. So let's go ahead and cut out the entire thing on this white one. I told you guys these were easy cards. Look, 3 of them.
Valerie Brown says she missed the whole bus tour thing. What is the bus tour?
Oh, on Spring Bling, because it's a week-long event, we're doing a couple extra special things. And on Wednesday, we hired one of those big buses, like a real bus, like a coach bus. And we're going to bus everybody to the warehouse so they could see that, which really is not that impressive. But it's going to be just really those few that have seen it. So they're going to see the warehouse. We're going to go to Mer Rubber to see where rubber is actually made. Where I'm going to say 98% of everybody who uses rubber stamps probably get it from this company. And they'll talk to you more about that there. So you'll see rubber being made, and then you'll see it being laid on cushion on these big machines, and then the ladies, 3 of the ladies in the back who cut it. And then from there, we're going to go down to Stampers Anonymous, take a tour down there. That's where they do a lot of people stamps, but that's where Tim Holtz stamps are made, and they're going to show us their back end, and they're going to make some stencils. And then from there, we're going to get back on the bus, and we're going to go to O'Malley's that has a little ice cream parlor and get an ice cream cone on Stamplistic. And O'Malley's shop if anyone wants to do that. And then we're going to go out to Stamplistic and then back to the hotel. Okay, so there's that. The next layer is going to be this layer. And you know what? I don't know how else to tell you. It's okay. It's big. I feel like I'm going to play charades now. It's big. It's not the orange one, and it's not the pink one. It's the other one. More kind of like brown. So it's not the pink, not the orange. Okay? And you're going to go one more layer in, which we've already cut this layer before on another. Oh, and this is Blue Fern Studio paper, so you're going to feel that thickness has changed. It's going to be really thick. So again, second layer, we cut this one exactly before. You're going to cut this one out. So this one's going to be off, so it's going to be this, and then that, and then that, and then that. So you're just cutting these big black pieces off. Okay? So what else do we have to tell them? We told them about Crafter's Classroom, but most of them already joined.
Steven Sigler says, "Oh, when is this? I want to come."
That's our week-long Spring Bling after, we have Spring Bling in Cleveland, and this year, Stephen, it's a full week. It's the Monday after Easter through Sunday, so it's Monday through Sunday. It literally is a week-long event here in Cleveland. 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today, it'll almost be over with. It's really fun. We have a lot of people coming in from everywhere. California, Texas, Illinois, Wisconsin. Am I missing anything other than Ohio?
Cheryl O'Connor says, "So I'm not coming to Spring Bling, but I want to send something for the Wounded Warriors.
Yes.
Where do I send it?"
Send it to, email me. I could send you the address, but you could absolutely send it to the store address. No, I don't want you to send it to the store address. Email me and I'll send that to you. And I may put out an informational thing tomorrow about that too, for Wounded Warriors. I'll send out an email, or not an email, I'm sorry, I'll put it on Facebook tomorrow on our main page. If anyone wants to donate, that's awesome. Thank you. It's a great cause.
Sarah Steele says, "Hi Jen, love ya."
Hello, Miss Sarah. I don't think she brought a kid. I don't think she's crafting with us today. Okay, so can we build this flower just like we did the other one? I think I like doing that. So these two we're going to outline, and then we're going to we're going to adhere together, okay?
Is that to you?
No, I don't think, did anything fall?
No.
I don't think so. I think it was
Okay.
just this. So I'm going to outline these two layers. I'll outline these 2 layers, and then these are going to go flat against each other.
Little Water says, next year I want to travel for that if you have it.
Oh, we'll definitely have it.
Cheryl O'Connor said okay. And Valerie Brown says, Sarah from the Paper Cut talked about Crafter's Classroom during her weekly virtual class last night.
Of course. And then this one outline. So class 30, what is this, 7?
There's 7.
So class 308, my goal is Sunday, but there's a couple other things that I have to do. It might not be till Monday that they'll be able to, that they will go up for sale. So either Sunday night or Monday night, class 308 will go up for sale.
Elaine says, can we send stamps and or dies from other companies?
Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely. And you know what? I will put something on those. They are not white pieces, Donna. This one, the second one, the one that goes in, is more tan. More tan. I don't know what to say. The only thing I could say is it's not the pink one and it's not the orange looking one. Not pink, not orange looking one. Okay? It's more tan. And can I have the big 5-incher? Because these 2 are going to go right on top of each other. Thank you. Yes, there is still room for spring bling. I don't think, actually, we always sell out spring bling and Oktoberfest. For Oktoberfest. We always sold out 100 people. We are at 70 people at this point. We had a couple cancellations. We're at 70 people, and I'm sure it's because people couldn't commit to a week-long event, which, that's a lot. People have to take off for vacation and everything else. So that's why we want to give people an extra special time because they're taking so much time off. But yes, there is openings. If you want to come on down. It's really gonna be fun. Not that they're all not fun, but because this is a week, we're doing some extra special things with you guys. If that makes sense.
Somebody's asking if our website's down.
For a what?
Our website's down.
Shouldn't be down.
It shouldn't be.
I would be shocked if it was down. Elizabeth, is our website down? Our website should really never go down again.
Nope. Came up for me.
Yeah, the website is not down. Since we changed over to our website, knock on wood, we should never, ever, 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 ever go down our website again. If we do, it's a bigger problem than us. But right now, we are so state of the art technology. We're like every single mandate. We're good, so it should not go down. She keeps falling off the cliff. Maybe it's so funny. Maybe she should come back tomorrow. Now the next piece is going to be orange. So grab that orange piece. It's a big orange. Yeah, she checked it too. Good, big orange. And then this piece, we've cut this piece out again. It's just going to be this leaf piece, and then the flower, leaf, flower. So let's go ahead and cut that. Let me get rid of all this.
Good night, Leslie.
Elizabeth, are you working or are you crafting? We have a lot of people still on tonight. That's pretty cool. So then, Stephanie, the other thing, I don't think if you didn't hear that, we also rented the big bus because, and this is optional. People do not have to do this. You don't even have to do the bus tour. Out of the 80 people, there's probably 20 that are not going. And it looks like we definitely are going to have a masseuse. That looks promising. But Thursday night, we're going to have a casino night where the bus is going to take you to the casino and back. And you could either stay for 2 hours, you could stay for 4 hours. And even if you don't gamble, it's going to be a fun time because you could go there and eat too if you wanted to, just to get away. But not everyone will do that, but that's just another option we have. And then we have some other things up our sleeves that we just can't talk about right now. But yeah, it's gonna be, not that they're all not going to be fun, because they are, but it's going to be fun.
Elizabeth says she's cutting but not keeping up, and Katrina says talk about Wounded Warrior Project.
I don't want to. I want to. I'll put that in an email tomorrow. And I say that only because this is just for this event. And it's taped. You should come up, Stephen. You really should. You really, really, really should. I'm going to outline this. Yep, I'm going to outline this because this gets popped. So I'm going to outline this and then pop this because this is separately. This is going to be popped up separately.
Kathy's Thermophilia is not sold out.
No, nothing's sold out actually.
Cheryl Benson says, can't wait, so need a week away.
I know. I'm looking forward to spending time with Cheryl Benson.
Looking forward to spending time with peeps that I usually don't get to chat too much with.
That's true.
Because I'm actually crafting.
That's true. Yeah, we just want to make it because it's a week and so many people are traveling in. It's gonna be a fun time. Again, they're all fun, but the only thing that would make it better is if I had a little golden retriever puppy that was running around the room the entire time.
It's true. I would hear all day. Aww.
I know. I don't know. Maybe Robbie's bringing me one up when she comes. I'm kidding, Robbie.
Robbie, you bringing a doggy surprise?
If she thought I was serious for 1 second, she would.
Love you, Christy.
Is she going to bed? Or she's
in
just
love over there. She's like, I love Cheryl Benson.
Oh, I know. How can you not?
She's very nice.
She's gonna make me feel bad because when we see her, you know, she's losing all that weight. She looks like a different person.
Robbie said she will.
I know she would. Trust me, I know that.
Katrina says, how far in did you cut the one you are popping right now?
Here, look up Katrina. Oh my God. We're not frozen, Kathy. Leave and come back, okay? So go, leave and come back in. Pegs, you're like Justine right now. I got it. So look up. This is, there's where we're cutting. I can't say your name. Help me.
Katrina.
Katrina. Why is that so hard for me to say? Katrina. There you go. And then let's just, the single one, let's just pop that up. I was going to say Peggy. Oh my God.
Do I need to buy that particular tweezer or would a regular tweezer work?
Oh, regular tweezers will work just fine. You may eventually want these because you know that the fear of, you know, you need everything. But no, regular tweezers would work fine.
Is there a reason you leave the chain on your tweezers?
You know what? I would never, ever once thought to take it off. I don't know. Do you have yours on?
No.
Did you take it off?
I don't remember mine having a chain. Does
No,
it
it does. It does. And if you don't, then you would have taken it off.
Honestly,
I don't know. I don't know
remember.
why I would ever take it off. Look, Kathy took her. Oh, Kathy. No, she's talking about freezing. Okay. Oh, hold on. I'm choking on. It popped up. I really am.
Apple juice?
Yeah, because I really have a backing in the back of my throat.
How did you do that?
Oh,
You guys don't listen.
it's right there too.
Oh no.
Here, look, I got it.
Oh my God, that was
I got it because
horrible.
of
That didn't go on.
I got it because, as you see, I take that stuff off and I put it on my mouth. I always put that stuff in my mouth. And the popped up, it just happened to come off. Mm.
Oh, they're laughing at you.
I mean, it's hilarious, but I got it. Oh, it's hilarious. No, I think the gray ones do.
I really don't think mine has a chain.
I think the gray ones have it. I think they really think they do.
Isn't it crazy that we all don't pay attention?
Yeah, but I would never thought to take that off. I don't know.
They're all rolling on the floor laughing. Hairball.
Well, here, look up. Let me put the camera on me. How do we get this here? So when I do this, So
Yeah.
when I do that, like everything I do, like here, I had an extra thing of Pop Dot here, so I took it and I put it in my mouth. And most of the time, you guys can hear when I have things in my mouth. So it was a small piece in my mouth, and the backing got away. Because if not, then I have to turn around like this and throw my stuff down there. Right.
Alice, how do you inhale?
Right, so that's exactly how I inhaled it,
my
because
gosh.
I put a lot of things in my mouth,
That's a headline.
and then I put it there, but I really was choking on it.
It's classic.
Oh, God.
That'll never happen again.
Oh, look who's on.
Oh, my
Willie! Willie's on.
It's
Aw.
hysterical.
And was he on? We're talking about what a good husband he was?
I don't know.
Oh,
That
my
would have been a
God.
story for 911.
So funny. She's choking on a what? Yeah, look, all these things right here and here. Oh, my God.
Anita says, wow, I mean, I found an actual Pop Dot on my shirt this morning, even after I washed it. But I've never sucked in a Pop Dot back. Okay, Beverly says her tweezers don't have a chain.
They don't.
And
Well,
neither does Chris LaFrance's. So
they don't.
The new ones don't, Elizabeth says.
Oh,
I
she
just
looked-
looked
okay.
at a picture of the package.
Steven, that's
that
what
is so
here.
bad.
That's what happens when you're here the entire time on Faster Friday. You never know where it's gonna go. Can you imagine if I did die and choke? Just
Oh
be
my
like,
God.
she did what?
Class would have gone on without you.
Right. Well,
It
no.
would've-
If I die on camera, you can't end the class. Oh my God.
Should you tell them that story?
I think they know that story. So we've cut this layer again. I'm sure that didn't sound good too. Oh my God.
I have to go back and rewatch that.
Well, it was just stuck on the back of my throat. I was literally choking. So if everyone looks up, this is the piece right here that I'm cutting. Pop Dot Sturdy. Crystal France, I am so happy you're still up. She's probably thinking, I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed soon. Crystal France, don't you normally go to CK St. Louis? Maybe I'm thinking not. No, I think she was. I don't know. Help me.
Carolyn Fedlin. Crafting World just lost one of the great ones as a result of a stunning crafting accident by choking on a small piece of sticker
Oh my
backing.
God.
She was live on Facebook.
Can you imagine if my
People were shocked and stunned.
I know exactly. Can you imagine if that happened? My poor contact who Scrapbook 3L.
You're survived by Pop Dotting.
Right, survived by Pop Dot. Is that what she put?
Yes.
It's hilarious.
Oh. Her dog staff husband, aka Krabby Andy.
It's so funny. Okay. I'm going to cut my blue. Oh, I just saw a big gob I could cut off here. So let me cut off blue.
Okay.
Are you okay and me? We have two left, blue and yellow. We're going to cut up blue because that blue is going to go flat against this. So let's cut this out exactly where we've been cutting, because there's really not much of a choice. You know, we're never going to sell another one of these stamps to anyone who bought a kit.
It's true.
It's so easy to use.
Chris LaFrance said, no, we go to Orlando.
Oh,
And will you be there?
no, I don't think we are.
And Kay the Serma says, are you still doing Lancaster? Sorry if I missed discussion
Oh, for
earlier.
sure. The only ones we are scheduled for sure to do right now is Megameat and Lancaster, and those are for sure. In fact, Lancaster, the classes just went out today, and I'm excited to see the numbers with that because we had a lot of positive response when our name showed up on the list.
Alice Davis says she didn't do CKC this year since we aren't there.
Oh, well, that's
She
so
was
nice
really
to
wanting
stay.
take a live class.
That's so nice.
And Steven says he would offer your scrappy eulogy.
I would have him do that too. And when we're in the, if you guys are going to the Mega Meek or Lancaster, we do have an actual class like this on those Fridays. So we will be holding class live at those two venues. So if you're going to be at one of those two events, you could actually watch us live like we did last year in October with the Mega Meet. So yeah, both of those events. But the Mega Meet Mother's Day weekend in Lancaster, PA, which is at the end of, God, I'm really cutting these sloppy, end of July.
I can't believe how fast you're going around that.
That's because it's hard to make a mistake. As soon as I say that, I'm going to go right through there. Because this line is so thick. You know, the stamp line.
Kathy says Chuck and Rob are going to Lancaster.
Yes, I know that. That's like their show.
And Kathy Breeden says we'll now have to have a warning on Pop Dots.
That's funny. People be like, who the heck would have put this in their mouth? But I do, like, even at the warehouse, like, I'll put stuff in my mouth when we do envelopes and stuff like that. I'll peel off backs. And I don't know why. I probably should not do that, but I do stick a lot of stuff in my mouth. And no, Stephen, shut up. That's not what I mean. But I do. Okay, so these two pieces, this pink and blue piece, these are going to be adhered together.
You want this side?
Sure, and then popped up again. But seriously, like, how easy is these cards? We've made 3 using different paper, and like it's all, they all look so different. Oh, did I screw up? No, they all look so different. Poor Peggy, if I would have died, she would have had to wake upstairs. I swallowed a paperclip one time and I had to stay in the hospital for 4 days.
Oh my
How old were you,
gosh.
Stephen? My sister, Nancy, she swallowed a bobby pin. God, I'm going to say she was probably 7 or 8. She swallowed a bobby pin and had to get it removed from her stomach. She has a big scar on her stomach. So how old were you when you swallowed a paperclip? But yeah, I've put several paperclips in my mouth. He's going to come back and say last week. Okay, this whole piece now gets popped up. Okay, so this whole piece gets popped up. 24, 25, no comments. Well, I guess it happens.
It happens, right?
Right. Ah. I don't know. Like, have you ever had anything stuck in your nose? Like that, I don't understand. Like, people, I don't know. I would never. That's.
I swallowed a Lego as a kid, but I never even told anybody.
Are you serious?
Yep.
You swallowed a Lego and you felt so bad as a kid you didn't tell anybody?
Yeah, it didn't kill me, thank goodness.
But what happened to the Lego?
I don't know. It was a very, very small one.
But you were a very small person. Did you feel it come out?
No.
Did you not
Could still
tell?
be in there. I don't know.
Did you not tell anybody because you thought you were going to get in trouble?
Yes.
Now, when you swallowed it, how did you do it by accident?
Honestly, I don't remember because I was really little, but I remember doing it.
But you remember swallowing a Lego.
Yep. I
And
it
you
was
remember being so
teeny,
fearful.
Tiny, like one little circle.
That is hilarious.
Elizabeth, we had an adult neighbor who swallowed a sewing needle. Oh my gosh. Wait, it's moving and I didn't know it until she had major stomach problems. Oh my gosh. How do you not know if you swallow a needle? Wouldn't that hurt?
I don't know. Bradshaw, my first golden retriever, he we took him to a company picnic and they were fishing in the backyard and he went to go eat someone's worm or something off the hook. Actually, it was a shrimp. He went to go eat the shrimp off the hook. And obviously, he was hooked to the hook. So he swallowed the shrimp and the hook. Oh, it was so sad. Just like how I was... He started that. He couldn't get it out. We had to take him to the emergency ward. And the whole time he was doing that in the back seat. they had to take him in for what? No. I don't think they called it surgery, but they put him out, and they literally had to open up his jaw to unhook it, and then to put his jaw back into place.
Oh my god.
But it was so sad. I mean, for a good hour, by the time we finally got him in there, and everything was said and done, it was horrible. I just remember crying, thinking, "Oh my god," because you can't tell a dog what's going on,
Right.
and he's just trying to get out because he knows
Right.
he's just did something he shouldn't have. But yeah, he went to go get the shrimp, and it was horrible.
Deborah Negocian said when Gail was little, she stuck.
I don't know what Deborah's going to say, but whatever she's going to say, it's going to be so Gail. Oh my god, that's hilarious. That is so funny. Deb and her sister are coming to Spring Bling. That's two people who were missing.
Steven said they had to wait 4 days because they were afraid it was going to puncture something.
Well, sure. That's why I'm surprised, Steven, they didn't get it out. Like they didn't do a surgery.
He had to have a colonoscopy to get it out. Yikes.
Plastic cars, yes.
And a hairpin stuck in an electric socket when I was 3. Misty.
Wait a minute, and Raylene shoved that up her nose? See, I've never shoved anything up my nose. To me, that just seems gross. I could never, even as a kid, I just never shoved anything up my nose.
Did you say Linda Collins? Amanda had a green M&M stuck up her nose. Tried to get it out and it started melting. Not a pretty sight.
They're going to be at Spring Bling. That's funny. I should ask her how the green M&M is. It's disgusting. Yeah, did you ever stick anything up your nose?
No. Valerie Brown, when I was a resident, we used to see a lot of kids in the ER with things stuck up their nose.
Oh, I'm sure you did. I was never one of those kids that did that.
She said what we used to do is put some crazy glue on the end of a really long Q-tip and extract it that way.
What did she say about Vampire Daisy?
My sister's Vampire Daisy split in half, and I think my cat swallowed the top half. Oh no.
Oh, that's hilarious.
We're not counting, Karen.
What'd she count?
She says, is this 6 sheets of Pop
Oh,
Tarts?
yeah, right. Yeah, no, we're not counting.
Claudette says, oh my gosh, I have to tell the kids I take care of daily that things do not belong in their nose. Kids love to put things in their nose.
I never did. Am I in focus still?
Yep.
Good. See, right now I got it popped out my mouth. Okay. See, all these colors look like they almost were too close to each other, but they're really not in the long run. Okay, so we know what the last one's going to be. And we will go ahead and put the jewels on this one. This card. I don't think I'm going to go back and do the first one because Peggy does have to get home. She has a half-hour drive, plus she has to get up and work the store tomorrow. And I have to stop, and I have to do a card tonight. Which, if it goes according to plan, should only be about 3 hours. You guys really have no idea how long it takes me to do one card.
It takes me 2 days. Every design card I make takes 2 days. I don't know how you do it in 3 hours.
I don't. That's what I'm saying. If everything goes well, that one card that I showed you yesterday, that took me like 8 hours. I was finally talking on the phone with Robbie, and I'm like, oh my god, this card is for Spring Bling. It's for all the Spring Blings I'm talking about. I said, this one card demands me to do double the amount of crystals. And I don't know if I want to do that. And then I was with Robbie, and I counted them on the phone. I'm like, okay, there's like 114. I'm like, screw it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I'm like, forget it, I'll just do it. So that one card I showed you today, but don't tell them. I had the concept, that whole entire card, that concept was in my head. But it took 6 hours to get out of my head onto paper. That's crazy.
Karen Plumley says, me too, Peggy. Okay. Pam Herman says, my cousin put a bead up her nose when she was really young. Her dad tried everything to get it out, but couldn't. They bundled her up to take her to the emergency room because it was winter. Just as they got in the car, she sneezed.
That's good. I don't know. I just never thought, oh, let me stick this up my nose.
Elizabeth says you can get a card done in 2 days.
I can. I have to. Okay, let me outline this, and then this one gets popped up by itself. There, everyone heard that yawn. Did everyone hear that?
That was the first loud one.
That was Peggy's first one. We should call Justine and see if she's in bed.
Oh, we should.
What time is it?
It's 11.
Yeah, we're going to call her. She's going to answer the phone saying, "What's up?" And then she's going to be like, "Oh, I forgot you were live on air today."
She didn't. She told me thank you.
Oh, just now?
Earlier.
When we were on the air?
When she was leaving today.
Oh, yeah, no, but I'm
Thanks
saying
for
right
working.
now. She's going to answer. She's going to forget.
Good night, Melissa.
Good night, Melissa.
Robbie's lucky. Her kids never put anything in their nose or ears.
Yeah, I never did. That's another one. I didn't stick anything in my ears. Okay.
Elizabeth said I didn't even try and hide it. Sorry.
What did she do?
My yawn.
Oh, I know. You didn't.
Sue Plosky says my daughter-in-law works in the emergency room. The stories of things they retrieve.
I know, it's ridiculous. Okay. She's going to answer the
Here we
phone.
go.
Jenny. That's how I think she's going to
I
answer
love
it.
that you saw her maiden name on there.
Jenny, of course. If you try to pronounce her, she's always going to be that to me. She is sleeping.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah,
You are
napping?
sleeping.
I am, yes.
Justine?
I know, Jenny.
Okay. Well, you're
I'm
live.
really sleeping.
I know. You're live on
What's
air.
up?
Huh?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, bad.
Justine, it's 11 o'clock.
Hi, Fansters.
But
Uh,
what time did you go to bed?
I don't know. As soon as my phone just rang, I just don't know. I can't even think right now.
I can tell. My God, it sounds like I'm talking to Andy.
I don't know, Jenny. Sorry. Probably 10 o'clock I fell asleep. I don't know. I really thought when you just called it was going to be like 3 in the morning or something. I don't know why.
Why would I call you at
tell.
3 in the morning? Everyone's saying hello
I
to
don't
you.
know. I don't know, Jenny. Sorry.
Oh, look, Marge is on. Well, the reason why we're calling you is because Peggy yawned for the first time tonight. That automatically made me think of you.
Oh. I couldn't think what you were going to say. That's hilarious.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yep.
boy. Oh, Jenny.
The Fansters did here, too.
Oh, that's hilarious. Good job, Pegs. Oh.
Okay. Are you going to the hospital tomorrow?
Yeah, but I'm not sure what time. I'm
Okay.
finding out what time his brother is going, then I'll decide.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Everyone says hello, and they send
right.
prayers.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, go back to bed.
Bye.
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 She was like flipping sound asleep. Oh my God. What the heck? She has not had a harder week than we have. Now, granted, she's gone to the hospital, but I can't believe she was that tired. That's funny. Why would I be calling her at 3 o'clock in the morning?
I'll never answer.
Now
at 3 in the morning.
I know. Now
don't
I
even
want
hear
to
it
call
at
her
that
at 3
point.
o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna call her at 3 o'clock in the morning and be like, "Hey, it's new. It's midnight." Okay, so this whole piece gets popped up on the card, and then we'll do the jewels.
Yeah, Elizabeth says her week's been emotional.
I saw it.
Yeah.
We really should have been counting the amount of pop dots I'm using because this is
Should've.
ridiculous. 3 a.m. from the casino when you win a huge jackpot. Robbie, if you well, no, I probably I wouldn't go to a casino tonight. I got so much work to do this weekend. It is ridiculous. The amount of crap that has to come out of my head this weekend is... Well, actually, you too, Robbie. Yeah, stress definitely can't be very tiring. Chris, I'm proud of you. You're up so late with us tonight. Are you crafting still? They heard that, Peg.
Doesn't Chris LaFrance have to call about her scrap pack? I think she was on my list.
Does she?
I think she does.
Chris LaFrance, do you still want to be a Scrap Pack member?
If you do, you need to call me.
If you do, well, no, actually, if you do, your credit card that we had for Scrap Pack is no longer valid. Let us know. Actually, you could tell us right here. If you don't want to be a Scrap Pack member, tell us. No worries, it's all good. But if you do, we could use your ACA credit card. If you want us to pull it from there, let us know. She's like, I'm trying to work, ladies.
Can't comment right now.
Okay. Ridiculous amount of pop dots. Okay, so now I'm ready to put this on my card base. Let me bring this card in and show you. Look at this. This is not centered. I wanted the butterfly, and so here I want the bike to show. So you're going to push it over as far as you can to the left without it going off the card. So I don't want... My battery died. I don't want this to go off the card. Oh, his battery died. Well, and his... right, on his cranker. Right. It's hilarious. But Stephen, how many did you cut? So in the middle, but all the way over as far as you can. Okay? You, Sandra, if you use, I think if you're talking about pop dots, the more you use those tweezers and do the pop dots, the faster you will be. But I also don't think there's a ton of you that do all these. Oh, I will show you. Okay, I will show you Scrap Pack for this month, because they're all very elegant just like that. So I will... Beth too said I shouldn't do this because it's sight unseen.
Well, they're out now though, right?
And they are out now, yes. So I will show you this. In fact, Peggy, if you want to grab them, they're right. Yeah, you might as well just grab them. I will show you the 4-page spread. That's true, Abigail. He probably does. I seriously, Stephen, you have to make a video of that and put that on the Crafters Classroom page. Maybe don't do it until after Tuesday, because people who don't know us are going to look at that and be like, what in the world is this? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I don't care how this goes on. I'm just going to look to see where I like my colors. That's good. And again, all the way over as far as I can without it going off, and then centered from the top to the bottom. That's perfect. And look, that's perfect. Look at that. Here you have a butterfly on the original. Here you have the bicycle. And honestly,
I like the bicycle.
That's a perfect save. Perfect save. Okay, so I will put the jewels on this with you. Now, let me show you. I don't have, this is not big enough. I wonder if I could show it on this camera. Let me see. I'm gonna look up if you want to see the page.
Do the face cam?
That's not going to show. So let's see if we could do this. So here, let me give me this. So you would hold that up, and I would hold this up. So look up. So this is it show right? Here, you got to go up though. So is it showing? Oh yeah, kind of. Well, yeah. So it's not showing good at all. Okay, so there's one. No, Cheryl, it's totally new. I designed it. Peggy's teaching it. But yeah, that Megami one is totally new. And actually, I could show you. Isn't that the Megami one right there? I could show you the Megami page right here. Yes, about to quit. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Chris, thank you. I got it. We'll take Chris's credit.
Let's turn it around.
So there's page 3 and 4. That's good. Now, if you want to, well, you know what? I won't show the Mega Meat card, a page, because not everyone's going to go to the Mega Meat. Okay. Have his device at the event so people can see it in action. It's hilarious. It's a drill on his Sizzix machine. Stephen. Okay. Oh, thank you, Peggy. Okay.
Focused.
So I'm going to separate the jewels. We'll put the jewels on. Oops.
Are all the layers popped besides the bottom 2?
Yes. And even popped off the card.
How much is scrap pack?
How much is scrap? Here.
It's 22.
Oh yeah, it's
Before
$22 before shipping, but then you have the option to get the 4-page spread. And it's always $22 to get the 4-page spread, and an additional 5 extra pages that match the paper, in case you wanted to, add more pages on. And really, half the people do. We have half and half. Half want the extra pages, half just want the kit. And I'm gonna tell you, for what we give you, $22 for those 4 pages, it's so well worth it. It's ridiculous. It actually should be higher, but we're just gonna keep it as it is.
Abigail wants to know, will the Mega Meat pages be available on the site later?
I can't say that. I can't tell you.
Robbie says goodnight. She'll text you tomorrow.
Oh, good night, Robbie.
Your mom says, I'm assuming your mom says hi. She just put a letter N on there.
It says layers aren't popped. All the layers are popped except for the bottom 2.
Good night, Marge.
Was that Marge Brady?
Marge Brady.
Yeah,
She's
that was
already
nice.
Done.
That's nice that she was on. We're gonna miss her at Spring Bling.
Yeah,
She's
we are,
another one
actually.
that's not coming. Yeah, that's weird. All our, usuals.
Crystal France says she's usually up late, but her hands and eyes give out and
I
have
know.
to stop working.
I know. I get it. Okay, so let's go to... Do we go to Craft Cam?
Jewel Cam, you mean?
Yes. Okay, so the middle ones are going to be right here. Your clear, big 5mm crystal. So that big clear crystal, those are what are going to go. That is what's going to go in the middle right there.
Marge says she wishes she was.
I wish she was too. Now, Marge, did you know that there was an option just to come Wednesday through Sunday like normal? I wonder if people knew that. Like Deb and Gail, I wonder if they knew that. So these big 5s. Whoops. That does not go there. Why do I hear like music?
I don't know.
Do you hear music?
No.
I feel like I hear music. 4 and 5 aren't popped. Yeah, the bottom two layers are not popped. They're together. I wonder what that is. I really feel like I hear music. Okay.
Oh, no, I don't hear anything.
Well, obviously, I don't think anything's playing, but
Maggie, yes. I have them with me and they'll be in store tomorrow.
okay. So the next layer is the yellow, and we're going to do green, and you're going to do on both sides. Here, let me just show you. So one right here, and it's going to be the only green that you have in your packet. One right there, one right there.
Marge said she didn't know that, wish she had, but she's going to Delaware for a 1-week photography class at the end of April, so couldn't do both.
She does like that photography. She's good at it.
She is good at it. Somebody said maybe Andy is dancing.
No, but I do hear music. And I don't know.
Your phone?
No.
My phone's on silent, so I know it's not mine. I don't know, I guess I do hear something.
You do, don't you?
It's like dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, it's kind of like music, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
Friends.
I seriously don't know what that is.
Maybe Andy left something on?
No. Are you kidding me, Mr. Energy Saver? Leave something on? Are you kidding? If I fall asleep in front of the TV, he actually gets up at 3 or 4 o'clock and turns it off.
Does he really?
Oh my God, Jess.
Why is he up?
Because he gets up to pee. And he comes outside and he checks to see where I am to make sure all the lights are off. He would never leave any of that stuff on.
Did you really hang up from Justine?
Did I what?
Somebody's asking, did you hang up the phone?
I'm looking now. Because I do hear something. Yeah, no, I did.
Stephanie Rogers says it's me. I have Pink Floyd playing.
I'm telling you, it's like a very faint.
It's really faint.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is either.
It's so weird.
It is weird. Like all of a sudden, I didn't hear it before. That's strange. Okay, so the next one is going to be a pinky looking one. And you should have 6. Yep, and that's going to go on the tips of these pinks, just like this. So one of these, just get a pink. Nothing on the blue layer. I'm going to go right to the pink. And put the pinky looking ones on the pink. They can see that?
Yep. You're in frame.
Yeah, it almost feels like, because it does not make sense, because nothing is on. Like someone's like standing outside the window with a boom box, but it's weird. I do like this card. Okay. Now, I don't want to use, you're left with 2 colors. Don't use the small white ones. Get, like, I don't know, the tan bigger ones. And those are going to go right at the edge of these orange ends. And they're going to go 2 together. I didn't like them separated. Not touching, but next to each other. Just like that. Am I still in camera?
Just barely. Can you turn after that? Yeah. There you go.
Where'd you park, on the street or on the drive?
I'm right behind you in the drive.
Good.
Now you're off. Can you pull it down some?
Didn't I tell you that Rudy was going to be totally zonked?
Yeah, she is too.
I know, she gets tired after she gets her bath. Okay, so the last clear ones are going to go in the loop-de-loops out of that Martha Stewart punch. And depending on how you laid them down, you might have extras. So I'm going to start at the bottom, and wherever you see full loop-de-loops, You're going to go right in the middle there. So those clear crystals are going to go right in the middle of those full loop-de-loops. And I believe I gave you 3 extras just in case you laid that medallion down a different way. And
is there anything that can clean glossy accents off a crystal or two that get glossy on them?
Ugh. Yeah, probably a Goo Gone, but I'll be quite honest with you. If it's that far, just tell us what crystal it is. Email us. We'll send you another one. Once it gets on there, I think it's very difficult to get off. That is the right answer.
Yep.
I'm not even going to tell you to try to clean it. Just write to us which one, what size and what color, and we'll send you another one.
Good night, Abigail.
Good night, Abigail.
Karen says, first time I was able to jewel the last card. My eyes are still on Seattle time.
That's good. Okay, now I'm just going to flip this around and do the same thing up on top in those loop-de-loops. Again, only when there's open loop-de-loops. This one I'm going to forego, maybe. Let me come back and see if I could squeeze it in there. I know I have enough. Crystal counts. Oh, this one for sure I'm going to forego. Because if you can't see the full loop-de-loop, and you might have to use a little bit more glossy accents, because it has to, you know, go into that sparkle paper.
Misty suggests spraying a Q-tip with alcohol and then try to clean it.
Yeah, you probably can, but I have no problem sending you a new one. I think I've ever cleaned a crystal. I think I've just pitched it.
Me too.
That's good to know. And I think I am going to try to squeeze one in here, but definitely not in there because you really can't see it in there. But this, you'll see the outer edge.
Good night, Pamela. Kara says, I love this stamp.
I do too. And look, as I said, you have 3 extra. There's your 3 right there.
Good night, Cindy.
So there it is. It is a nice card. That is so close to that in colors, and I do like the. I do like that.
Carolyn says, don't worry about it. Made it work. I was just curious if
Okay.
there's a magic trick.
There's really not, and I'm sure you can clean it. But honestly, yeah, we would have been happy to send that to you, Carolyn. Seriously. Okay, I think. Oh, this one's done. I think that's it. So, yeah, lovely. I'll bring it up to this. Move that over there. Yay.
Yay.
So, Peggy, thank you very much for coming here tonight.
You're welcome.
We appreciate that. The fancers appreciate that. Obviously, Justine appreciates that.
She does.
Crap everywhere
She's
here.
got her area all cleaned already.
I know I do. That's because all this stuff has to be moved in there so I could go work on that other card. I just need to get that done, and then I'll be good. So anyhow, so look for 308 Sunday night or Monday night. For those of you who are in Crafter's Classroom, we'll be posting on that really mostly all weekend.
Cool.
So that's it.
All right. Awesome.
So thank you.
Another good night.
Another good night. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yep.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody. Have a good night. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.